Legends like proper. It just doesn't get as much attention. But like that game I had heard a lot about. I also heard a lot about there was another League game. It was like Nunu.
Hi.
Is it Nunu? Yeah, the Song of Nunu. I've heard this game was really good.
Yeah, I already like
Has
it.
anyone played this? This show ruined your life. This show ruined your life. Wait, have you even played League?
Hey, Akuma. Oh, wait, I'm gonna get some coffee before we really begin. Just made some coffee. So I'll be right back.
I kind of want to play this. I used to play League, yeah. We'll play this for 5 minutes and stop. I don't know. I like the League of Legends like lore, and I also love Nunu and Willem. It's cute. Recommend it. You played this, Ray? I think this might make me cry. I've heard that this one's like a heartwarming story about like Nunu and Willup's like friendship, and that kind of stuff does make me cry because I'm a little bitch. Also, Braum is here. Braum is my favorite. I have a little statue of Braum. It's heartwarming tale of Nunu, but it's also a tragedy about the three sisters. Wait, which three sisters? What three sisters are we talking about? I know why. I just love Braum. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. I don't know what you're getting at. He's my husband. Do you think Braum's a bottom? Probably. This doesn't actually look good. What, the Nunu and Willump story? Wait, Strawberry, did you play League of Legends? I feel like it's different if you play League of Legends. Like, it's just like those kinds of games, they kind of like, they put a lot more. It's because League of Legends itself doesn't really have like lore built into the game. It's like all of the lore comes from just like the bios of the characters and shit like that. So I feel like these because I'm not ugly. The fuck is that supposed to mean, Strawberry? League is not fun. But I do love the League of Legends characters. Like that's what got me into League originally was I was like, "Oh, the characters are cunty." Like Morgana is serving cunt all day long. But you know, then I eventually realized the game itself is miserable. Someone put some mustache ride. Hi, Frisk. How are you? I watched Arcane. I didn't watch the first a couple episodes so far. I mean, I watched the first 3 episodes. I didn't watch this week's episodes.
Okay, I'm back.
It's the most annoying thing about my stream schedule.
Just got in the lobby.
Something comes on TV.
Should we play something else first?
Watch it until like after,
Should we start with DBD or should we play something else for a couple hours?
and then people come in and they just spoil shit. It's the same with RuPaul's Drag Race. It's like I don't watch the episodes the second they air, but
It's because I was getting ready. I didn't feel like doing my makeup on stream. Then I lost track of time. But I'm here now. As well as he didn't even beat me by much. Like the red, thank you. What do I want to play first?
Know about League of Legends lore, but you've never played League of Legends. It's wild to me.
I'm gonna ask him if he wants to do it now.
Work. Because you love your sanity, but you have ADHD.
It's very hot.
Steve. What my huntress is up to.
Hi, Zane.
Yes. Want to do an hour later? We can do it right now if you want to, Dorcas. I don't care.
Okay.
I don't mind at all.
Looks like we're gonna be doing now.
You know, I will say that I do feel like I can really like carry a game as Wraith, which is not necessarily how I feel as most of the characters.
So let's open DBD and Parkitect.
It's just so hard to like deal with in this game mode. There's not really any way to counter his power. It's just so fast, like Jesus. $15. That sounds about right. Yeah, I think they're probably like 10 or 15 minutes right now. It looks like. I feel like the queues honestly aren't as long as they feel, if that makes sense.
I agree with that. I'm like the queues, they feel. I don't know how they feel when you're like watching us. When you're playing, they feel like an hour. The queues feel like an hour when you're actually playing.
Yoinked. You'll play DVD tomorrow. Why not right now?
As long as the conversation is good, it goes by pretty quickly. Yeah, it's like playing it by yourself. I don't think I'd be able to do it if I was just soloing in 2v8. I think I would get bored rather quickly.
is like one of the hottest men I've ever seen in my life. That was when I realized I might like cat boys. What a weird.
I wish the Deathslinger had more, like, better cosmetics. I just really feel like they don't, they just don't really give him a lot. Like, he got a Blight one and he got this Iron Maiden collection. But, like, before that, like, the last one we really got was, like, this Moth one. I don't even remember when this came out. And I guess we got, like, we got a Rift outfit that's just kind of ugly. Like, I don't know, this Rift outfit is not that good. It's not really that distinct. It says he tossed and turned in a cell, dreaming of his devices being used against him. Tortured nightmare. I don't know. It's like, I would possibly wear the blue one just because it glows, but it's like not that cool. Like the last like good one where he actually looks different is I like this like lunar, it's like Lunar New Year one.
The gen speed is crazy though. Like, slow the fuck down.
I'm just gonna buy.
It just feels too fucking fast.
I can afford these 2 pieces. There we go. Now I have all the pieces. It's like they don't really give him anything stylish and different. They're like another random like Western outfit that's like not that interesting.
Like from the moment he entered, becomes a bear. Well, Jace is like, so in the game, I know you're all a bunch of fucking arcane nerds that have never played the game, but like in the actual game, Jace is like a daddy. He's like probably like in his 40s, I would assume. Like, they added
Dwayne
some skins where he looks younger
multis this game.
since Arcane came out, but like Jace looks like me but more homeless. So what you're saying is I look a little homeless, but not as homeless as I should.
And where's Parkitect? There's Parkitect. He's playing Among Us between matches.
Mid-30s, Darius is late 30s, early 40s. That sounds about right, yeah. There's definitely some skins of Jace's though where he looks a little older, like his like debonair skin and whatnot.
That's the skin I was thinking of because he was talking about Jace.
Okay, we're catching up now. Good work, Huntress. Go prep Swain. Swain is hot now. I will say, original Swain is like an old man, though. Like old maiden sort of crone man. Like, the fact that they made Swain hot is funny. Sorry for resistance, Jace is so hot. I can't remember which one it is, but I believe you. I've never seen a Jace skin that I didn't want to fuck, so I believe you.
You know what's sick? Dalthus has been trying to get me to re-download League of Legends. I finally kicked that addiction. And he's been playing it again, and he's like, you should download it. And I'm like, listen, I truly worked hard to like forget about to forget that that game existed so that I would stop playing it, because I used to play it so much. What are my haulers doing? Okay, you're delivering. Negative news. But we just opened a brand new super successful coaster. What if we did a promo where we talk about people are thinking, where can I get something to eat around here? Eva, the food court is like not very far at all.
It's funny that like going into Arcane, all the lesbians were like, oh my God,
they're complaining about where can I get something to eat?
Like,
the food's literally right here.
You all clearly don't play the
Well, I guess technically we only have a vending machine, but that's all they give me access to.
Like they are cops. Like in fucking.
Do I need to like research food?
They're cops. Like that's it. That's their whole character in the game is Caitlyn is a fucking like terrible cunty sheriff. League isn't canon anymore. I'm just saying, like, if you play the game, the Caitlyn that we see in the show, the like narc ass fucking sheriff bitch, that's Caitlyn in the game. So when they introduced Caitlyn as this like young, naive little like young girl who was like trying to be a good person, I was like, girl, she's gonna be a cop. It's only a matter of time. She's just working her way up to being a cop. And then same with Vi. Like Vi is like a corrupt police officer in the game. She's kind of like, she's like the epitome of police brutality. Hello?
Oh, hello.
Oh, hi. Hello.
How did that match go?
It went really well, actually.
Nice.
They messed up Jace. He's not necessarily a villain in the game. Yeah, I actually like what they've done with Jace.
I don't want spoilers for Arcane season.
Yeah,
2.
no spoilers for what this current season, but I was just in general, okay. Like I like that Jace is not. I like that Jace and Victor's relationship seems one, gay, and two, it's not like Victor's this, because in the game Victor's like evil, like
he's like evil supervillain.
Yeah. No spoilers for season 1. It's not really a spoiler, it's just they've just made the characters way more complicated.
Yeah, they've turned like very like one-dimensional video game characters into like actual characters.
Yeah. Why is his little twink being censored?
His little twink.
It was the whole phrase, his little twink.
/ add permitted term, his little twink. Great. I'm so glad we had to do that.
Yeah, and Arcane are a lot more complex. I think they've
Would
done
you
a
like
great
to
job with
join the
Arcane.
stream together?
Yeah, I'm opening Firefox. The Fox of Fires. Victor's your favorite malnourished twink. Yeah, I feel like in the game, like, I like Victor. I play Victor a lot, but he's just not that interesting as, like, a character in the game.
Yeah,
They
no,
made
he
him a
just
lot
has
more
like a
interesting.
Russian accent and a voice filter.
Literally. Russian accent and a voice filter, literally. And he's more like cartoonishly evil, like wants power at all costs kind of thing. And then Jace is kind of seen as like the hero who's like defending
Yeah, he says like
the
scary
hex tech or whatever.
It's just scary villain things like embrace progress.
Yeah.
Scary.
But yeah, no, I was literally, before I joined the Discord, I was talking about how like I thought it was funny when Arcane started and all the like lesbians who don't play League of Legends were like swooning over Vi.
Oh,
and
yeah,
Caitlyn,
swooning
and I'm
over
just, like,
the fucking
truly just
the
wait
by
till
the
you find
books
out
cop
that-
and the fucking corrupt cop.
literally the cop lesbians that are
The cop
like,
lesbian
literally,
duo.
like, and it's like everybody's now realizing like, oh, Caitlyn's a terrible person. It's like, well, yes, she's truly like a power hungry sheriff. Like she's cunty, but she's like a narc ass cop. And then Vi loves police brutality.
Yeah, Vi
Literally, like,
had an
her
entire
whole
song
thing.
about how she likes to beat up criminals.
Yeah. When Mel's right there.
Which that's a good
I
song,
think
by
it's
the
just 'cause-
way.
I think it's just because Mel is like, she's not really, at least, I don't know, she kind of has like a weird love triangle thing with like Jace and Victor, I guess, but like she's not really seen as like a romantic interest, I think, as much as Vi and Caitlyn. Like Vi and Caitlyn's romance is like the heart of the show, I feel like. And then Vi's like sister, like fucked up sister relationship with Jinx. I was talking to my partners about League of Legends because they don't play the game, they just like Arcane, which I feel like is a lot of people these days. And I was talking about how like the game is riddled with fucked up sister relationships. Like there's so many of them, and they're like the core characters of like a lot of the story, like Morgana and Kale, Cassiopeia and Katarina. Like there's so many fucked up sister relationships. I love Cassiopeia, by the way.
Me too. I wish they would do more with her design
Same.
than just like her like her archetype is so interesting, her character's so interesting, but then it's like she suffers from, she was like an early character in League of Legends, so she's just sexy snake lady.
But her lore is interesting. She was like a fucking concubine spy or whatever
Yeah.
that got cursed.
But yeah, literally they released Vi with a theme song about how much she just loves police brutality and police violence. Like, I mean, I guess not particularly police violence, but like she likes being an enforcer because she gets to beat people up.
Literally.
Like she just
That's,
loves
like, her
beating
whole
people up,
thing.
and that's why she works with the cops.
Yeah. And she loves fucking Caitlyn.
Yeah, well,
I
they
think
added
was
that for the
always
arcade. They're
implied,
like,
too.
and she also.
I think that was always
Let-
implied. Because they always didn't they always have like flirty in-game lines?
They did. I don't think they did. They didn't used to have lines together. That was added when they redid Caitlyn. I think if they have any lines,
Are you sure?
maybe I think she used to call her Cupcake. Maybe I don't know. No, that was from Arcane when she called her Cupcake. Because like Caitlyn didn't get a rework visually and everything until Arcane came out. I think they also added lines for Vi. Maybe. I think they did. I think that's what happened. Because they didn't really have any interactions other than they both had an interaction with like catching, like, you know, fighting Jinx. Because they didn't even confirm that Vi and Jinx were like sisters officially. It was just implied.
Yeah. Because that was back when League of Legends lore used to be a lot more vague.
Well, it's gone through so many iterations because it used to be pretty robust, like back when they had like the they used to release constant like character perspective stories for like the tribunal. That's what it was. They used to do like tribunals and stuff like that where they'd actually have things written as the characters. Like one that I'm sad that they changed is I really liked the tribunal for Oriana because they completely changed her story.
Yeah, people are saying that there was a lot of hints that they were roommates. They were literally roommates, apparently, is what people were saying. People are saying there was a lot of like hints in the original. Well, you have to remember also, League of Legends famously doesn't like to put gay stuff in the game because they don't want to lose their distribution in like China.
Yeah, so like they're usually they put it in their other content.
Yeah, but I think that I think it was always kind of implied. But knowing Riot, they probably kept a lot of it intentionally vague because they knew they were working on Arcane.
Because I mean, like their oldest fucking gay couple, Graves and Twisted Fate, Gaves over there.
Gaves. Oh yeah, I always forget those two are gay together.
Yeah,
also, isn't Aphelios gay with somebody?
Did they ever make that official? I think they've hinted at it before. But TF and Graves were like originally like that's something that came about from the fandom.
Set, Aphelios and Set.
Yeah, Aphelios and Set came about from the fandom. But
are they not actually dating?
Graves and Twisted Fate were actually like from sort of like conception. Same thing, yeah, Leona and Diana. They were like from conception supposed to be gay characters, but were like, you know, hush hush.
Yeah. Plus Tarek is quite literally just a F.
Yeah. Yeah, Tarek was their original like comic relief effeminate gay character.
Yeah, he was so hot though.
Yeah, but he was hot, so like we're like okay with it.
Yeah, he literally was supposed to carry a purse in his like original concept art.
I love that. I wish he had like a big like crystal clutch that he swung around.
Same. Oh my god, I have like the worst indigestion.
Haha. I don't know. I'm sorry.
It's Singlet Saturday. Where's my singlet? I don't have one. Should I get one? A gay character whose weapon is their purse? I mean, honestly, it would have been funny. You explain my question. There's a voice line from the Spirit Blossom skin from Set when he meets Aphelios. He calls him Mooncake. Oh, okay, so that's where people get it from.
Oh, so it's like one of their like AU stories.
Did they retcon Soraka and Warwick's lore? I heard somebody say that they changed it. And I'm like, damn, it was one of the best original lores, I thought.
They've changed their lore so many times. Got somebody on the radio mentioned my shitty baby ride, and now people are gonna be excited to ride it.
Not your shitty baby ride.
It's a little monorail one that had like people lined up out the ass to ride it, and I don't understand.
Aphelios is just the twink that has a power that's far too complicated for me to understand, so I avoid him.
He's the best kind of twink, a silent twink.
I mean, Soraka does hurt herself to heal others, but the original lore of the Warwick was that he like tricked her, like she like fell in love with him, and then it turned out that he was just trying to steal her heart so he could like cure his werewolf disease or whatever.
Constantly running out of supplies.
They're doing more job cuts. Rip. The thing about Riot is that they have such a good art department.
Yeah.
If
They truly have some of the
just-
most like talented digital artists of this like currently living.
Yeah, I feel that, Vanessa. Every day I think about the League of Legends MMO that's probably
Ugh.
going to get canceled.
Yeah, I'm so upset about that because that was going to be our like last real chance to get like a good high budget, like big named MMO out here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I've been staring at this puddle of puke for like 10 minutes. Where's the janitor?
They're incompetent. Wait, why do you say that?
Wandering around Diva,
Yeah,
there is
MMOs are
puke.
very expensive to make.
Yeah,
But I do
they're
think if
so
anyone
expensive.
could make one successfully, it would be Riot.
That's what I'm saying. There's only like a handful of companies that exist currently that could handle like reasonably making a large scale MMO and actually make it work and not just like make a shitty one that they're going to abandon, you know?
Well, yeah, that's the ultimate dilemma of MMOs is you have two options. Either make a WoW clone or make something entirely different. And there's really big challenges with both.
People constantly be like, oh, but they make MMOs. I'm like, how many of them are good? Hardly
also,
any
like,
of them.
They're also not as common. Yeah, it's more like what Vimy said. It's like there's like light versions of MMOs that a lot of people will make. Like, and then people get confused about what an MMO is. Like, so many people call Diablo an MMO, and I'm just like, that is not an MMO, Diva. Just because you
It's
see
like
people
recently we had,
walking
like,
around in town.
New World, which is like a shit game, and then we have like Throne and Liberty, which is like another shit game. It's like so many times these new MMOs, they come out, they're PvP focused, and the PV turns out to be, shocker, every single time, pay to win.
But like Final Fantasy is a great example because Final Fantasy sucked when it first came out, and they had to
Final Fantasy 14
like
they had to
better
completely
game.
rework it from the ground up.
Because the first version was like a flop, but
Yeah,
they
the
actually
first-
took the
it's-
time to
yeah.
make it.
And like not every company has access to those types of resources to actually make their game good. Most would just fold.
Yeah. But Riot would if they did. I mean, we're at least
Yeah.
getting the Riot fighting game, which I think is going to be nice.
Yeah, that'll be nice. I'm like, I've tried to get
It
into
looked
fighting
really
games
good.
and I'm just not, they just don't click in my brain.
Oh, I like fighting games. The problem is I don't like to stream fighting games. I feel like they get kind of repetitive.
Struggle
But I
is
like
their
to play
content
them.
cadence. I don't know. I feel like I mean, it's steady and it's reliable. We know
I
when
think
we're
it's-
getting content.
It's hard to compare Final Fantasy and WoW because I feel like they have two completely different like demographics. Personally, like they're kind of pandering to two different types of audiences. Project L, is that the fighting game?
Oh, it's called 2KO. I don't know
Fighting
why they went with a title that doesn't, it's like nothing League of Legends or Riot related.
Well, I mean, Arcane was kind of not really League of Legends or Riot related.
True. See me, don't see me, don't see me. What? No, it was giving me the grab animation and then it canceled it. That's
hate when that
so
happens.
messed up. Like, it should at least injure her if it's not going to give me the grab. Come here, lady. Lady that I don't remember your name because I have not played this game yet.
What game?
It's the lady, it's the FBI agent from Alan Wake 2.
Are you?
I'm gonna call her Barbara.
Barbara.
A sensible name.
Monster Hunter Wilds.
Oh,
I've
I'm
never played a Monster Hunter
excited.
game.
I'm
that an MMO?
so no, no, it's a multiplayer game. It's just a, you know, like regular Monster Hunter, but it's gonna be a new one.
It's gonna be like you're saying. Nice. Yeah, I feel like the thing about MMOs is that it's like, to me, an MMO is a very specific type of game that involves a sort
Well,
of like
The number one thing about an
Open
MMO
world.
is the massively multiplayer part. So like you need to have lots of
Right.
people
It's like-
online in an open world.
It's got to be like an open world game that where like you can go around and explore the world and there's other people there. Like that's sort of like the key to an MMO. But then of course there's other things that are usually in MMOs that aren't necessarily required, but like dungeon
I got someone
type
here.
activity. PvP is usually going to be there.
Here you go. Yeah, go.
Diablo Immortal is an MMO. I've never actually played it, but I believe you.
Is that the phone game?
Yeah. Hi, Naki.
Ew.
I've heard a lot of people like Diablo Immortal.
Still
It's a
remember when
weird
they
one.
announced that game and it was like such a disastrous announcement. Hi, James. I got it. Watching Evil Queen finish Silent Hill 2 remake was so fucking funny. Once again, Janelle literally was like, I had just woken up. Like, I had literally just opened my eyes and my phone started buzzing and I looked at it and it was Janelle being like, Eve's finishing Silent Hill 2 today. You need to get here. And I was like, okay, I'm on my way. I just woke up.
It's so funny.
But like, literally, Eve playing Silent Hill 2 remake was so funny.
Got the middle now. Making them good money. I mean, I wish I owned a video game franchise that made me millions of dollars. I think that would be nice.
Yeah, most companies just don't want to like undertake the risk of an MMO these days because there's so
also
much of
like-
an
it's not even
investment
just
to
the
get off the
risk, it's like-
ground.
There's so much maintenance to MMOs. Like,
Well,
it's
that's
not
just
like
it,
you
it's
make
like-
it and then it's done.
MMOs take so much time and money and manpower to just create before you even launch it. And therefore, like, if you launch it and it does shit, then like you can't get that back.
Yeah. Hi, Kova.
Nice. I got him. Go hit him. Go hit him. He's gonna break off.
Oh, she body blocked. Oh, you're gonna die for that, Diva. Little miss after that.
Oh, he's not even looking behind him. I could have just shot him. But yeah, what happens to a lot of companies is that they would try to launch an MMO and they would get a ton of investors so they get the money secured. And then they would put years into development before people can even play it. And then they go, okay, well, here it is. And they launch it and it has a massive flop. And then
Or,
like their company
I
just
think a
goes
lot of
under.
times It's also the maintenance. I mean, that's what kills me.
Well,
with
yeah,
MMOs.
that too. It's like,
Switchboard was
Even if
great.
you have like a reasonably
As
like
long as
successful
you only
game.
played the first leveling portion and the one dungeon, Switch War was really fun. Guild Wars 2 was really fun until you hit max level, and then the game kind of just ended.
And then you
Like,
don't really have anything to do at all.
That's kind of how most of them go. It's like they put so much into the leveling process because they're like, this is a different kind of MMO, one where leveling is fun. It's like, yeah, but then what happens after you level, though, Diva?
Oh.
How do you go through that?
But yeah, like even if you have like a reasonably successful launch and you have to keep the people is the other part. And it's like
Yeah.
if you can't keep the people, you can't afford to keep the game running. And your game just
So,
sort
like,
of limps
there was
along.
a time when MMOs could charge a monthly subscription fee and people would pay it.
Yeah.
And we're kind of past
People
that
make a
now,
big deal
like-
about. See, the thing is, I will take a subscription for an MMO that's fun, that releases content regularly, over a free-to-play MMO they have to constantly microtransaction for.
Oh, same.
Like,
But most people won't, though.
yeah,
Like, that's sort of
it's like
the
I will
issue.
gladly pay a subscription fee to get regular updates that I can count on and like consistently good quality content.
Oh, thanks for the invite, Kova. We're just doing Killer right now, but maybe if we switch over to Survivor at some point.
Because I've played a ton of MMOs. And I know you have too. It's just like, ooh, it's so disappointing because like it's a constant cycle of just disappointment.
Yeah. They both have sub and microtransaction. Yeah, but I feel like WoW, it's like the microtransactions are just like certain types of mounts and cosmetics and stuff. Like,
Yeah, Final Fantasy only sells like a handful of cosmetics on like the cash shop. It's not really a lot of things. It's not like playing Guild Wars where there's like an optional subscription, but also a cash shop that has like everything new that they make. Or goddamn, like trying to understand how ESO's monetization works is so confusing to me because there's an optional subscription. You can play for free. You buy expansions, but also you buy loot boxes to get all their cool new cosmetics and stuff. It's so confusing. It's like I'd rather just play a subscription.
I didn't even
get
know that
everything.
that all existed. I thought you
Yeah.
just buy the
They have like the Crown Store and oh, can you hit him? Thank you.
You
And
can
it's
also,
just
as
so
the Death Slinger, you can pull them
confusing.
through the window and hit them, you know. I don't know if you know that. Did you know that?
Huh?
That you can hit them through the window when you're Death
Yeah, I
Slinger?
can, but you were already right there and I had to like get all the way to the window.
Yeah.
It's like the other part with cause yeah, it's like ESO like gives you as part of the subscription like a bunch of premium currency to get the loot box items, but like they don't give you enough to get everything. You still have to get loot boxes. It's such a confusing system and I hate it. But if you don't use it, then you don't get any of their new stuff because they don't just put it in the game to get.
Wait, what are you guys talking about? So you can buy like gear upgrades in WoW now? Is that what you're saying? Someone was saying it's pay to win via WoW token. That's interesting.
Oh, they're working on this one.
There are two pieces of diamond up here.
Oh.
It's not like you can buy a full set of gear even if you do, or you still have to be there to do the content. Yeah, I don't think that's crazy. I mean, buying like a piece or two of gear
Got one hatch.
isn't gonna instantly. Yeah, I got one hatch over here too. It's the third one. Oh, I triangulated the position of the third hatch.
Work,
I'm a fucking
bitch.
god. I'm a gamer god.
Okay, I'm
I
checking.
literally looked over to you and I was like, so the other one must be right here.
Okay, I have a pretty good. I can keep an eye on both of these pretty quickly. Yeah, I got a pretty clear shot from one to the other.
Oh, we're so sweaty. We're fucking sweat lord killer mains.
I mean, my stream title today is Toxic 2v8 Duo.
Who up sweat lording in DBD right now?
You need to get on a door.
Yeah, seriously.
They're gonna just run out of time. Do they not realize that all the hatches are closed?
Oh, found one. Yeah, it's like the queues take so long that we must sweat as killers.
Mm-hmm.
Or else what's the point? You can't play for fun.
As long as you hit them.
If somebody found a key.
Oh, I found her. Hi. Your friend's gonna die out there. I want a Mori, but the other one's still alive. Tell your other friend to die. Also, do you like my new skin?
Yeah, just like my skin. It's not new.
Yeah. You're like neon lights.
Busted.
Girl, your friend is taking forever to die. She hates you. Oh, you're being toxic. Girl, your friend's taking forever. This is her fault. I'm sorry, but I want to use the Mori.
I hope you'll have time. Oh, there you go.
Oh, wait. There we go.
Right in the booty hole.
How to get my Adam stream on my overlay? Oh, I literally just have a window capture of... It's just a web browser. See, it's just... I just haven't pulled up on a Twitch page. And it's just behind my overlay there. GG.
We get to wait again. Yay, we get to wait.
Woo! I mean, like in the same way that like there's just like there's like a cutout in the box here for me to put the game behind.
Streamlabs or OBS? I mean, either one should still be fine, but I'm gonna try Trapper again. Use OBS. So just create a display capture and then open, if you're like streaming with somebody else, you can just open the stream somewhere and then just display capture and like crop it down.
See, let me show you. It's just I have a window capture. It's just this tiny, oh, you can't see it because it's behind that.
Oh, true, you can do a window capture too.
And I just put it behind my overlay. So I just have like a cutout here on the TV. So that's like a transparent PNG. And so I just put it behind there.
Going back to the topic of live service, Warner Brothers admitted live servicing has been a failure for them. Yeah, I think in general, the problem with like a live service game is that you basically have an entire team of game designers working on a game that already exists. So it's like there's sort of diminishing returns on it, which is why even the most successful MMOs have to keep releasing new expansions, because it's like that's how you build up more hype and how you
like the idea behind the MMO expansion,
get your players back and stuff.
It was just like you've already created all this framework, you created all these assets, all this manpower, and so like you can't just make another game. You have to keep it like adding to this game. But like every other game has gone like, hey, that's a good business model and we're just going to keep adding to our games. Thus the live service was created.
But
so
now we have, you still need an entire team of people working on that game.
An entire dedicated team that just develops and maintains and creates new stuff.
I was talking about it because I was looking at the other League of Legends games that I've never played. Did you play any of them?
No, I wanted to play the
The Ruined King.
Yeah, the Ruined King one.
Same. I was thinking about playing either the Ruined King or I've heard really good things about A Song of Nunu.
Yeah, that one looks cute, but I don't usually like cute.
I've heard it's really like touching. It also has like the backstory. Ray was saying it has the backstory for like the three sisters of the Freljord or whatever.
Oh.
Ash, Lysandra, and
Sejuani.
Sejuani, yeah.
I
gonna
love
say Nivea, and I was like, that's a bird.
Lysandra is one of the
is
cuntiest
there.
characters they've ever created.
Yeah, I mean, she's literally based on Lady Gaga, which is cunty, inherently cunty.
They said Lady Gaga Born This Way ball when she was riding around in that like motorized like Segway dress. We want that as a character.
Yeah, literally, but also ice, because why not? Ray, I love that you know every single thing about League of Legends lore, but you've never played League of Legends. It's so wild to me.
That's
Like,
crazy.
That's so psychotic.
Because like I know a ton about League of Legends lore. That's because I've been playing it since it like came out.
I've also been playing it since it came out, and I only know like fragments of League of Legends lore. Like I know little pieces about characters I care about. Ray, can you list all of the characters that are in the Black Rose? I was
The
gonna
Black
Google it
Rose
earlier,
will
but
bloom
since
once
you're here-
more.
Since you're here, I just feel like you could just list them for me. Because I was thinking like, well, there's LeBlanc.
Yeah,
and then,
LeBlanc
like,
obviously.
I think
Swain is in.
Swain?
Yeah, I think Swain's involved in it.
But then I was like, because we were talking about the Black Rose, and I was
I
like,
have
well,
Vladimir's
we really don't know
involved.
that much. We really don't know that much
I
about the Black
want-
Rose because they've always intentionally kept it like secret. Like it's
A
supposed to
LeBlanc
be
visual
mysterious.
update. I will return to League of Legends.
And can we please get a LeBlanc vocal update as well?
That too. She has so much
Her
potential,
squeaky ass voice.
but she unfortunately suffers
She's
from
like an
old
old
League of
maiden type
Legends
of
character
character.
where they're like she's like a basic archetype like Janna, where it's just like hot elf in bikini and we don't know what else to do with her. But we
Literally.
refuse to update it because we consider her iconic for some reason. I'm like, no, please change her.
Literally just
LeBlanc
hot
is
elf
just
in
like
bikini.
hot evil sorceress in bikini top, kinda.
Yeah.
And it's like, could you do more? We gave her a cape. I'm like, okay.
Should you get back into League? I mean, I've been playing League here and there. It's infuriating.
You've been trying desperately to trick me into getting back into it.
I know,
Very
that's why I'm
rude.
thinking, like, maybe I just need to play some of these like League spin-off games because they look more fun and they probably won't make me like want to unalive myself in a video game. You know what I mean? Someone doesn't trust the Black Rose. Swain now controls Noxus and LeBlanc with LeBlanc and Darius. So the only people we know of being in the Black Rose, are you saying, is LeBlanc and Vladimir? Interesting. Which RTS has still existed? Like StarCraft? I've never played StarCraft. I always wanted to try it, but I remember it's like the one Blizzard game I've never tried. And I remember like when I was gonna try it one day, one of my friends told me that I should not play StarCraft because I have an addictive personality and I rage quit video games. So he was like, "You're gonna get
That's
really addicted to it and you're
real.
gonna hate it." And I was like, honestly,
That's so real.
that's probably the best advice anyone's ever given me, and I've never tried it. There's a dev video for Marvel Rivals. Oh, let's watch it. Can you
A
link it for me,
dev
Vanessa?
video.
Who have dev in their video right now? You can link it in chat, Vanessa. I'll just click it from the link. That's a real friend, though. Yeah, literally. I haven't spoken to him in years.
This is completely ruining this aesthetic, whatever. I don't care. I have a burger shop now.
Oh, I said link it in chat and we'll watch it, Vanessa. The Marvel Rivals video. Since I fully plan on becoming a full-time Marvel Rivals streamer once that game comes out. In this chat? Sure, yeah.
I'm so excited for Marvel Rivals.
Same. Okay,
I just want to be sniping people as hella. Though I need them. I need them to give me an actual one-shot sniper, please. Please just put Widowmaker in the game. I just want a scoped in like one-shot headshot killer.
Can we get the Witch's Road? Literally. That would be a great level.
Down, down, down the road. This is why I drink iced coffee and drag typically. Do you know what I hate cleaning? I hate cleaning lipstick off of mugs. Lipstick is so fucking hard to clean off.
Wait,
like,
Tony, did you play it? Sorry.
Oh, you're good. I'm just ranting.
I was just gonna ask, did Tony, did you play Marvel Rivals? You didn't play it? It's so fun.
Oh. And like I didn't expect to like it because I was like, oh,
Same.
it's Marvel. Like
I literally didn't even want to code,
playtest,
but you were like, well, you should play it with me, and I was like, okay, sure.
The first playtest, I literally could not give a shit. I was like, whatever, it's a Marvel game, I don't care. But then like I saw it and I was like, wait a second, this looks different. And then like I got into it and I was like, oh, wait, this is good. I was gagged at how much fun I had with that game. Down, down, down the road, down the country road.
So, isn't the game's coming out next month though, right?
Yeah. It should be cunting out.
Okay.
It should be coming
out. It'll be cunting out next month.
Cunting out.
And then they're
December
releasing
6th.
season 1 in January, they said. Crying for my wallet in advance, literally.
Bitch, me too.
Yeah, I get the feeling I'll be buying a lot of skins in this game, especially because it's a third person.
Yeah,
shooter,
especially
so
so we can
actually
fucking
your
see
skin.
them.
I don't know, Tony. I actually kind of like battle passes.
Yeah, I don't mind a battle pass. They're usually like good value if they're like a game you enjoy.
Mm-hmm. And I also find that battle
do give
passes are the best way for me
FOMO,
to
though.
decide whether or not I actually like a game. Like, if I don't like a game enough to get through a battle pass, then I basically just quit the game and I go, maybe this wasn't for me. Literally how I stopped playing Fortnite. 'Cause
Literally,
I realized that
there
I
is
could
like the
not get through a
FOMO
Fortnite battle
aspect, and
pass.
I don't agree with I don't agree with making like special edition like skins that are only for the battle pass and they'll never come back again ever in your mortal lifespan.
Well,
I don't
know,
like
I think that's
that.
kind of the point, though, is that it's like you get those cool things if you're there for them.
Well, for me, it's more like I'm fine with them being like you get them for a very good price of paying like $10 to get like a bunch of skins. And also they're not going to come into like the regular shop for like a year or whatever. You get the timed exclusivity, but like for me, a battle pass is less about the I got a skin that no one else can ever get again, and more about I got a bunch of skins for $10 for a game that I really like.
Gave LeBlanc's voice because her old voice actor died of cancer. Oh, so we'll never get an update. Rip.
Still, just give her a visual update because her look is tired, Diva. Or, you know, we'll be able to replace her with an AI voice. We'll be able to mimic her voice. It'll be great. We love that. And it won't cost anything.
Yeah, that's what Naki said. What was I gonna say though? I had something to say and I lost it.
LeBlanc doesn't push skins because her fucking model is so ancient. Her rigging is so bad that she walks so stiff.
She's also not. She's never been a super popular character. She's kind of complicated, and she also like.
I mean, there's been times where she's been
she
super
doesn't
meta because she
scale super well into the late game.
could like blow up people like crazy.
Well, yeah, but she was never like she's never scaled well into late game, which is why she's always been kind of a controversial pick. Especially with the tank meta that's like so persistent.
The
in
fucking like
League of Legends.
bruiser shit.
It makes her like almost useless.
I didn't mean to do that. Oops. We got a ton of people over here.
Just trapping the fuck out of shit over here.
Oh,
What the fuck?
What? Okay, I just got ripped off again. It started to give me the grab off the pallet, and then it just let her go.
Yeah, I
That's
hate
so
when that
awful.
happens. That never happens for me. You know what I mean? It's like it always
Yeah.
happens when I'm the killer.
Nice.
Every time I play Trapper, we get a team that's just like running around and snapping my traps. It's like I could play Wraith 1,000 times and get a bunch of shitty survivors, and then I play Trapper once and everybody's just running around and snapping my traps. The game is broken. Wait, which game? League of Legends?
I'm Krayla.
The Crayola. Am I a Bara reader? Not really. I mean, I have in the past. There was a while where I would read a lot of like hentai and stuff like that, and I just got tired of it. It's like it truly is like the same like 3 like sexual assault fantasies over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Like, every fucking hentai I've ever read. I think it's just because of the way like homosexuality is kind of stigmatized in Japanese culture. It's like if it's not sexual assault, it's like not gay. Like I don't know.
From down to how'd you miss that?
I don't know. She wasn't coming fast enough. They're never normal. Yeah.
Dear Laura.
That's why the tone feels weird. Yeah.
God damn it, Sable.
We had too many good games. We've literally ruined this game for us. You're still recovering from a Yakuza lover? I don't know what that is. It's like we've gotten to the point where I literally have to play like Wraith or something where I can just get a bunch of downs really fast because I don't have time to set like 18 traps.
Yeah, that's the
Like,
problem with Trapper is that like setting all the traps takes
it's
so
fine
incredibly
if you're
long.
not playing against like good survivors.
Yeah.
But the problem is like we're only getting these kinds of teams now. I like literally have to play Wraith or Huntress or something where I can just like down people really fast.
It's like if they would just let him carry more traps by default.
Yeah, I think he should just start with like 8 traps in his pocket, actually.
Yeah, just
And
let
give
him
him like auto trap resetting.
like the fact that they're
Because
like,
he
well, you can
can't
carry
chase
like
for
2
shit.
or like he carry like how many can you carry? Like 4?
He can carry 4.
Because they like
But
that's
he
how it
can't
should
chase
just be
for
like
shit
default in the
Because like, think
regular
about
game
like
mode.
who's in this game right now. It's like there's Blight, Wraith, like they're balancing around like Blight, Wraith, Nurse, Spirit.
Yeah.
And then it's like, and then there's just the Trapper who literally cannot chase. He's just, I'm relying on people stepping in my traps, which no good survivor does unless you chase them into the traps. He doesn't even get like faster pallet breaking or anything like that as far as I can tell.
Got 1.
To roll over here somewhere. I see her. I don't know if I'm gonna catch her in time though. Let's head right for the gate. I'm try to cut her off. Unless there's a hatch over here that I haven't seen.
Nice.
Born near a Wawa? Bitch, I was born near a Wawa, honestly.
I've never
It's
seen
so
a Wawa.
Rip. You played this one as well. Did you like it? Did you like it? Yeah, I just can't play Trapper.
Like,
I'm always
my
"Ooh, wouldn't it be
experience
fun
with
to play
Trapper-
No.
My experience with Trapper playing in this mode has always just been, I try to just migrate all my traps into like one section of the map, and then I have to stay there.
Yeah, just stay there and kind of just like hope that it becomes 3-gen over there. That's like your
Yeah,
only
that's all you can
option.
really, like, it just doesn't really work very well for the game mode. It sucks.
No, because also the map is so big. So
Yeah.
it's like not only does it take forever to set up your traps, the map is huge. You don't get any like chase buffs like every other killer does. Like
You know, I put down my traps, I kick gens, and I like kick pallets, and that's like that's all I really do as Trapper.
Prestige 73. I've been high prestige on Huntress forever. She's always been my highest prestige. I don't really like, I don't know. I don't sit here and pump all of my blood points into one character trying to get prestige 100, but I really should.
Yeah, neither of us are really like specialists.
Yeah, I kind of play everybody.
Like when I play killer, I'm typically like switching around. Like I play a couple matches of this, a couple matches of this.
Is that Pig main? I mean, I like Pig. But I was always back when I used to actually try at this game, I was always a Huntress main. I was like always a Huntress and a Nurse main. I was sweaty as fuck.
I was a Legion main for, that was the only killer I played for the longest time.
Gobbler. Who up Goblin? Oh, I remember
Gobblerella.
that. The Gobbler sandwich. Oh, I've had that before. A hot Wawa Gobbler. Yeah. It's so good, actually. I used to go to Wawa every day before school and get a barbecue chicken quesadilla until it gave me chest pains.
Please.
Use shirtless David. Yeah, let me just put on my shirtless David skin as
Who does
Huntress.
that? Plays a shirtless David. That's crazy.
What is it? If I remember correctly, a hot Wawa Gobbler is like it's like a turkey sub with like cranberry sauce and like gravy and shit, right? Vanessa? Something like that. It's like a Thanksgiving themed turkey sub.
That's wild.
It's so much better than it has any right to be. Oh, stuffing. Yeah, it has stuffing on it too. Until your chest hurt. I mean, I've said what I said. I said what I said and I mean what I mean. I don't know where
What do you
the
mean?
confusion lies.
What do you mean?
I don't know what the problem is here. Are we gonna have a problem? It's a breakfast? I didn't say all that. I mean,
I can't judge. My breakfast in high school a lot of the time was, I would either go to Brahms and get like a basket of sausage biscuit breakfast sandwiches and like give them to friends and the teacher and eat those in first period, or
go tell.
or I would get I would just get like a, you know those, listen, I still have a thing for these, the Mrs. Baird's like cinnamon rolls that are like rectangular that you get out of like vending machines or from gas stations.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, they come in a little bag.
Yes, it's like a little like shrink wrapped
Oh my
like
God. It's literally
cardboard
a
rectangle.
bag full of instant indigestion.
It's so
This
good.
literally
The
will
like
give
the
me chest
rubbery
pains the
plastic
second I eat
icing
them.
that comes on it that you can like peel
Awful.
off in a sheet. I love that stuff.
You're a sick freak. Oh
I would eat that in like a Dr. Pepper for breakfast.
my god. RFK Jr. is gonna ban all your favorite foods.
Listen, if the Mrs. Baird cinnamon rolls disappear, so will I.
Bitch, they're gonna. He's trying to get rid of like fucking Diet Coke. You think he's gonna let
That's
cinnamon
insane.
rolls?
That'll never fly.
No government's telling what to do. I've already seen people fucking like stockpiling Coke, and I'm like, there's no way. Coca-Cola is going to fight to the death with the government. If they try to take
Literally.
their products off of shelves. Like they will sue the fuck out of every department of the government to make sure that their products stay on shelves.
Like, if there's anybody
guys-
whose like rights are safe and secure in America, it's corporations.
Literally, yeah. Especially food corporations, famously get away with whatever
Literally.
the fuck they want. The idea of trying to regulate them is crazy. Did you guys see that Joe Biden's trying to pack the courts before
Oh yeah.
the end of his term? Honestly, good.
Yeah, literally work. Is this right now
Like-
function? Oh, there it goes.
That will slow down every fucking thing that Donald Trump wants to do. Finally doing something, yeah. Went to a Waffle House
This is
tonight,
the
obviously,
shortest,
it's pretty
shittiest
good.
ride.
I haven't been to a Waffle House in so long. I always used to go to IHOP.
God, Waffle House. Now that's something that'll hurt your stomach.
I mean, I'm vegan now, so I can't even. I don't think there's anything at either of those places. It's doing what? Joe Biden's trying to get as many Supreme Court justice, not Supreme Court justice, as many federal judges in to the courts as possible before his term is over. He's nominated a fuck ton of judges these past couple of days, and the Supreme Court's just approving them as quickly as possible. But, or not the, why do I keep saying the Supreme Court? The Senate is approving them as quickly as possible. Which, like, good.
Honestly, it's like that is one of the few good things that has happened recently where it's like, okay, these are going to be as far as we know untouchable and going to be here to really block up some bad shit. Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh, he's gonna try to ban so much stuff, but it's like not gonna work though. Like that's what it confuses me about that as a concept, is that it's like, does he think that fucking like Nestle is just gonna let him ban all of
Literally.
like these like multi-billion-dollar companies? They're not just gonna let him take all of their
The like
products off the
3
shelf.
companies that owns everything on a grocery store like shelf.
Literally.
Like they're not gonna let you just ban their shit. They're the ones that actually control the government. Our government's controlled by like, Coca-Cola and Nestle.
That's so real though. Oh, look at all the cookie production. Our government's controlled by Nestle, yeah. Nestle and Coca-Cola. Why does Trump have to be president for Democrats to get together? It's just the way, so the way that it works, Lexus, is that most people, they get like complacent when things are good, and they need like a common enemy to like rally against. And like for Republicans, that common enemy is like imaginary problems, like
Yeah, the
transgender
demons they make
people-
up.
Yeah, like the spiritual warfare, or like transgender people transing their kids. Like literally
Yeah.
things that aren't happening are like the things that rally Republicans together. And then like Democrats rally together when like, you know, there's like a fascist trying to take over the government.
Like
Sort
the
of the way of the
Democrats,
world.
it's like part of like the Democratic strategy is, oh no,
I'll be
the
right back.
Republicans are doing something bad. You sure do need us to go deal with that, right? Great, elect us in there so we can go fix things. Like that's literally part of their strategy, is to just be like, you need us to deal with the shitty Republican situation that's happening. So it's like they kind of they like feed each other. Because also the Democratic Party as a whole, not like the handful of progressives we like, the Democratic Party as a whole loves to just uphold like a nice little status quo. Not a group of vandals. I can't deal with this right now. I go into vandalism vision.
Ugh, vandalism vision.
Yeah, it turns everything black and white, but then like anytime somebody bashes up a park bench, it turns it red. So I can like throw them in a lake or something. Well, technically my security is supposed to deal with them, but...
It would have been better if Trump won 2020 and he got blamed for it all. Well, I think Trump winning like in 2020 would have had more unforeseen circumstances that might have turned out worse. Like more people probably would have died from COVID and stuff like that. So I don't know. Also, Biden did a lot of stuff that we're going to be feeling the benefits of a lot of the stuff Biden did for literally like years to come. Like the CHIPS Act and fucking the Inflation Reduction Act and like all of those kinds of bills that he passed. They're not just like, oh, it instantly solved our problems. They're based on like, you know, the idea that over the next decade or so, we could do it all in 2024. I mean, potentially, but who knows if they would have done, they might have had completely different problems to deal with. Intel hasn't gotten that check in. Also, the Infrastructure Act that they passed is also a big one. That, like, these are all bills that, like, they had a very long lifespan of, like, over the next decade, these are going to improve America by, you know, all these different ways. And we're already feeling the effects of a lot of those bills that the Biden administration passed. So as long as Donald Trump doesn't like repeal them all, which is what he wants to do, then hopefully, I know literally, Vanessa, it's like, that's exactly what's going to happen is like Donald Trump's going to take credit for all of the good shit that Biden did. Just like he tried to fucking take credit for, he already tried to do that. He already tried to take credit for a lot of the stuff Biden has been doing. And it's like, no, Diva, you didn't do any of those things. What are you talking about? Yeah, exactly, Twilight. But we've already seen a lot of positive effects from the Inflation Reduction Act. I mean, inflation is quite literally reducing. Plus, it did a bunch to pump more resources into, like, green energy and all those kinds of things. You're so hungry. Melania will kill her. Melania, I think about Melania a lot because I'm like, as much as I don't like her as a person, I do constantly think about the fact that his last wife fell down a flight of stairs and died. So it's like sometimes I'm just like, I know Melania Trump is a terrible person, but I'm also like, how safe is she really in like trying to avoid him and like say no to him and stuff like that? You know what I mean? This is why Melania doesn't want to live with him. Yeah, I wouldn't either. I would be fucking terrified to live with him. Not to mention he allegedly smells terrible.
I think she knew that when she met him,
under
though.
Tumblr. Melania, malaria spring up. Hi, John.
Not malaria, Trump.
Malaria, Trump. Girl, honestly, I don't think they have any money. Like, the last report I saw on Donald Trump's finances was that allegedly he has about $400 million left, but he also, he's in debt like $1.4 billion. So it's like, technically, I think we all have more money than Trump. I think he literally owes like something like $1 billion or more than he has in like assets. which is crazy. Because like Elon Musk has been giving Donald Trump like $45 million a week or something crazy like that. So like, how do you imagine if somebody gave you $45 million a week and you like still didn't have any money? Like,
That's
like
crazy.
how the fuck, like what is he doing with all of his money?
Clown, get a job. Oh my god.
Literally.
This is my job. What do you mean? Or do me a blowjob.
Who up
No,
doing me a
that's a
blowjob
job
right
that doesn't
now?
pay because I know you don't have any money to give me.
Oh yeah. True. Print money to pay off his debts, literally. Literally. Okay, I'm gonna try not to flop.
Who are you playing this time? Huntress?
Huntress. The Huntress I is. You know, if Donald Trump was paying Melania's bills, she wouldn't be out fucking like doing talk show appearances for $200,000 or whatever the fuck she was doing during the. Like most of the time, the first lady or the first man or whatever just does those kinds of appearances for free during a campaign, and she literally wouldn't do anything for less than $200,000. Like she's fucking broke. The Trump family is fucking broke. Don't worry, I'm sure they'll find tons of ways to siphon money out of the government.
Yeah,
for
I'm sure they'll
themselves.
suddenly find money just lying around.
Yeah.
I'm sure our deficit won't go up by another, like, you know,
5 trillion.
suspicious amount of money, and then he'll suddenly be debt free.
They optimized for VOD to the point. Wait, what? Netflix proved their network isn't good for streaming. But you can stream content on Netflix, like gaming content. Nice. He's absolutely got it. He is. Hi, Smiley.
I got a yoink.
Nice.
Got a yoinky splinky over here, you know?
I got a yoinky spelunky. Who up spelunking their yoinkin right now? There was a mistype. I mean, I assumed so. Or I assumed maybe you just really wanted attention. Either way,
Got
it's
someone.
fine. Oh, I got a Kate over here, sorry.
Okay.
Just don't have any hatchets at the moment.
Oh, couldn't quite get that. Fuck. Because I got a good shot on her, but like, couldn't hit her through the window.
Crap. Hitting through the window is tough. You gotta like, you kind of have to like walk, like pull backwards, like as you were.
Hi, Gamer Engage. Hi. Do you like my eye look today?
I didn't see it. So yes.
Thank you.
Oh, that's not it. It didn't look like it was like vibrating gently, but it was not.
It looks really good. Thank you.
Hello?
Ah, you didn't see me, did you? Hi, Jane.
This poor Adam. He's doing his best. So, like, why couldn't I have gotten this team if I traveled?
God damn it. Don't break my heart. My yoinky spoinky heart.
Let me say everything's wrong. Internet, car, note.
Keep forgetting, like, that, wait, what? Where'd he go?
Heart.
I keep forgetting that Deathslinger's like a little slower. So I don't
Yeah,
lunge as far as I'm used to with other, like, normal speed characters. So I'll, like, go for a hit and I'm like, what? How do I not make that? And I'm like, oh yeah, my lunge is literally shorter because of it's based off speed.
Oh my god, please. Girl, dodge. Now she dodges, okay. How does that not go over? Oh god, hate when you talk about we're all family, we need to help each other. Girl. Don't drink the Kool-Aid. I had a job like that once. And trust and believe we were not family. We did not all help each other.
We are family. I want you to work for
Mama,
free.
corporate America behind you. I mean, I will say, like, there's definitely benefits to working in corporate America.
Yeah,
But it certainly
it's a
does
give and
steal your
take.
soul.
Like, I
It's
will say,
sure,
like,
you don't have to worry as much about, like, money and insurance and all that kind of stuff. But at what cost? The cost of your soul.
yeah, I will say, like, the experience of working for, like, privately owned businesses versus corporations, it's like I do feel like you have typically more benefits and protections when you work for a corporation. Like there's more avenues for you to go through.
They can't like discriminate against you as easily. That's the main reason I liked working in corporate America, because I truly have been fired for being too gay.
Literally. So it's like typically in a corporation, there are more discrimination stuff, like anti-discrimination rules and regulations and stuff put in place. But it also is just not fun in terms of like,
job that pays $28 an hour.
come on, girly.
I don't know. I'm personally of the mindset that sometimes it's worth taking a pay cut if your job's like really rough.
Yeah.
Like my last job, I mean, I was making 6 figures, but I also was like on the verge of going on the suicide. So
yeah, exactly.
it's like, do I want to keep making 6 figures or do I want to keep living my life? And I chose to live deeply. But I also know some people just unfortunately don't have as many. Sometimes you get yourself trapped in a situation.
See scratch marks
where
over here.
You
Wish I
like,
could
need to
ping.
make that much money. Like my partner has worked. My partner has a similar kind of job where it's like he makes a lot of money for what he does, and because he has child support and alimony, he literally can't leave his job. Like, he will be fucked. Because the state of New York will continue to want him to pay, like, child support and alimony that's, like, at the level of his current income. So he can't, like, lower his income intentionally.
Mm-hmm.
Because they'll be like, well, you decided to leave your job, so we're still going to expect you to pay, you know, whatever insane amount of money he pays. Child support, yeah. Which, like, that's a whole other fucked up situation. Because, like, he still pays child support for his, like, isn't that crazy?
That's wild.
He has to literally take his ex-wife to court if he wants to stop paying child support for his daughter who died. Like, it makes no sense. How is that legal? The state of New York has extremely strict child support laws. Like, they will fucking come for you aggressively if you don't pay your child support. And also, it's very much like, it's good in ways, obviously, because it protects women, but it's also like, sometimes it's a little extreme. Drag the bitch to court. It's a whole thing. It's like, I remember he did the math one time, and it was like, he figured out that, like, after all the legal fees and everything he would have to pay to even take her to court, if he wanted to do that, then it would be, he'd only be saving himself, like, I don't know, $20 a week or something. Like,
So it's like,
it
you'd rather
wasn't
just
like
keep
a crazy
paying
amount of
it.
money. And also, it's like, you have to also remember, it's like, her daughter died too. You know what I mean? It's like his ex-wife and he hates her, but also, like, their child died. He doesn't really want to, like, take her to court over it. Like, I don't know. He's not like a heartless piece of shit.
So it's like, to go through all the drama of, like, family court and shit, to just, you wouldn't even be like, at the end, you'd still be spending a ton of money to do that. It's like,
Literally. I mean, she's not the nicest person. I'll be honest. I've never really met her. I've only ever met her once at her daughter's funeral, which she asked me not to come to, which I came anyway because my partner wanted me to come, so. But she specifically asked him, like, don't bring your partners to her funeral, and he was like, I'm still gonna bring them, so. She's super homophobic. Which is the main reason that she's kind of a terrible person that he hates, but it's insane, yeah. She's not a nice person. When they turn 18, I think, no, because she died when she had just turned 18 when she died. So yeah, it's still, I think it continues until she's like 24. Until she would have been 24. I'm pretty sure. Something like that. Or maybe it's over now. I'm not sure.
it's not something you just casually bring up constantly, I'm guessing.
No. This isn't something we talk about often. I'm like, hey, just curious, like, how's the child support for your dead daughter going? Like, not really a common conversation.
Yeah.
My one partner who pays child support and alimony. 1924 is not a child. Yeah, in the state of New York, the child support goes really long.
I assume it's in the same way that, like, you can still stay on your parents' like health insurance until you're like 25. Like,
well, the implication is that it's like you're still probably like in college and
yeah, you're probably, there's a good chance you're still dependent on your parents financially.
Yeah, and they expect the parent to like take
you're
care
not just
of that,
a lot of people are just suddenly financially completely independent from their parents at 18.
Yeah.
I mean, I was still living at home going to college.
They can't be decent to each other. I don't know. I disagree. I think that just because you're a shitty person doesn't mean that you don't need money to raise your child. Like, is she a hateful shrew? Yeah, but he also still wants to make sure that, like, his son, you know, like, can afford to live. You know what I mean? It's like, because he still does have a son who lives with his ex-wife, so. Not me airing all of my partner's tea on live on the stream. Children deserve to suffer. Yeah. And also, like, technically speaking, like, it's not like she's not like preventing him from seeing his son or anything like that. You know what I mean? It's not like that kind of situation.
Woo, I completed this park.
You don't need to pay the axe. I mean, I don't know. I personally have never fully understood their situation because, like, when they got divorced, like, he gave her the house. Like, he made sure that she got the house so his kids didn't have to, like, move. And she got, like, a large portion of his 401k. So, and also she's always had a full-time job. Like, it wasn't as if she was, like, a stay-at-home wife, you know? She wasn't, like, a housewife. She always had her own career and her own job. So, I've never understood why she gets so much money out of him. Because it's, like, a huge portion of his fucking paycheck that goes to her. But that's just the state of New York. That's why, like, if you live in New York, you better keep that shit wrapped up. I know so many people that live in New York that, like, they literally are just poor for their whole lives because they pay child support. Are they married? Yeah. But I think his alimony ends soon, so that's good for him at least. The alimony was the part that I never understood because I was like, but she has, like, a full-time job and she makes money, so, like, why do you have to pay for her to just exist?
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
But New York always really favors, from what I've heard, I don't have any firsthand experience, but from what I've heard, New York tends to favor the women in the situation, which overall I think is a good thing. But most divorce laws fuck over men, yeah. It's like, I've definitely known situations, like I have a friend who has a daughter and his like baby mama is like a terrible person, like truly awful, and also a seriously irresponsible person. Like, I'm shocked that she gets like most of the custody over their daughter because it's like he's like a responsible person who like has a full-time job and like has a house and shit, and I think she has like an apartment that she shares with like a bunch of people, and there's always like drugs around and stuff. It's like really sketchy to have a child, but the court still favored her because she's the mother, and they tend to favor the mother in New York. Every family court does, yeah. You should have gone to court yesterday. That's into abusive category. Shows being raised in a homophobic household. Yeah, but I mean, I don't think people really think about that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think courts care about like your beliefs. I could be wrong. I guess it depends on the judge, right? At the end of the day. Because I remember like, so one of my friends is a lawyer, and I remember talking to him about this, about like divorce law and stuff. And he basically said like, it's entirely dependent on the judge. He said like, he's seen it go both ways, where it's like, some judges will be like, oh, well, since you're the breadwinner and you make all the money and you bought all of like this house and all of these things with your income, you get to keep it all. Then other judges will be like, well, since you're the breadwinner and you make all the money, you're expected to pay all of your money to your ex because they didn't make a lot of money. And it's like, it's truly just dependent on the judge, which is why people get prenups, because it's like, when you're of sound mind, you can decide how you want to split up your shit and not leave it up to some random judge and how they're feeling that day. Oh, she's referring to Axel. Oh, I see. Sorry. I missed that part. Every family court's pretty dog shit towards men. You have a cousin with 16-year-old daughters. They give the ex-wife partial custody of the kid. The kid's literally homeless. The ex-wife spends all the money. Yeah. There's a lot of situations like that for sure. You should have to pay child support for a homophobic child. I honestly, my partner's son, I've only met him twice. And the last time I guess I saw him at his daughter's funeral, but I didn't talk to him. I decided because his mother didn't want me there. Yeah, because his mother didn't want me there, I actively avoided him. Because I was like, if he wants to talk to me, that's fine, but he didn't in any way engage with me. But I met him twice when we first started dating. And he was really nice, but he was a young kid back then. I think he was 12 the last time I talked to him. And now he's I think 16 or 17. He's almost an adult now. So I don't really know the kid, honestly. Child support court on YouTube. People are wild. That does not surprise me. Bitch. I clicked the cookie aggressively. I'm a fucking cookie millionaire. I need you all to understand that if there was a real job that just involved clicking as much as possible, I would fucking thrive.
I mean, you're doing it right now.
Literally.
Your job currently on Twitch, if you really get down to it, is clicking.
That's true. I just don't think kids should be punished for the shit outside of their control. I agree. If they're actively participating in it, they're still outside of their control. I mean,
you also have to remember, when you're if you're living in a household and you're having one singular adult constantly tell you one side of the story, that's the part you're gonna hear and you're gonna believe for the most part.
Let me just say, what happened with his daughter was she essentially didn't really talk to him too much until she became 17, 18-ish, and then she went to college and she got away from her mother and she really started reaching out and talking to him again. And that was part of what made her death so tragic, was literally they were reconnecting. And
that sucks.
That was when she just died suddenly. So I do think that something similar will happen with his son, just because it's he's a kid. He lives with his mom and she's kind of a hateful shrew. So that's his entire experience of his worldview. And I do think as he gets older and he moves out, he'll be different, like his sister was. Just what happens when he goes to college. Yeah, literally.
I do personally I do believe in everybody deserves a chance to actually grow up and have their own experiences and learn that, people who aren't like them aren't awful.
Yeah. And trust and believe, at her funeral, there was a lot of homosexual looking people. I looked around at her friends and I was like, there are a lot of woke blue-haired liberals here. How old's his son? I think he's 16 or 17. He's kind of getting to that age, and as he's gotten older, he has actually reached out a little bit more, which I think is a good sign.
It's promising.
But it's been so many years now. I mean, they kind of stopped talking to him very early in our relationship, and then God, I mean, it's been 5 years or so since he saw them regularly. So I think he's kind of come to terms with it's he's literally been fed shit sandwiches for like most of his life. It's like his kids stopped talking to him, and then one of them died. So it's like, you know, he's kind of at this point he's so like desensitized to the horrible like things that can happen to you when you have kids that I feel like he kind of just like doesn't think about it much. He certainly doesn't talk about it much, but I like truly everybody I know who has kids has suffered so many horrible tragedies involving children that I'm like, why the fuck do you people have kids?
Thing is, it happens more often than you would think, and people just don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, literally. Well, I can say firsthand, there are friends that I would have considered some of his closest friends that I have not seen much at all since. And I do think that it's genuinely like, it's like when your kid dies, it's like people don't want to be around you because they don't want to talk about it or think about it.
Yeah, unfortunately, a lot of people who aren't like your, oh my god, I'm your closest friend ever and I'm gonna ride or die. A lot of people will just sort of be like, you're bumming me out, and you bum me out every time
Literally,
I hang out. So I just don't want to hang out.
They truly don't know how to like talk about it.
They don't know how to
around somebody.
Yeah, they don't know how to have like
that kind of
discussion. And so they just sort of, instead of, you know, toughing it out and like learning how to talk about tough subjects, they just go, yeah, you're harshing my vibe and I don't want to hang out anymore.
Literally though.
It's so shitty. Like,
you just don't want to be around you and you have, yeah, I'm not a huge fan of kids either. At the same time, you're broke, yeah. If you had a kid, you'd cry. No, I think about that all the time. Like, it's like, I know that it's not, it's like something that people don't want to think about, but I always think about but like, what if you go through all that work and all that like heartache and then your kid dies? And then it's like, was it worth it? I don't know. I mean, I think most people would say, yeah, it was still worth it, but it's like, it's rough.
It's so scary.
Yeah, it's just like another thing to worry about. It's like, I'm already worried about my cat dying. I don't need to worry about like another human. You need to fist fight God. I mean, I can't speak for him, but I honestly, my partner used to be like fairly devoutly Catholic. Like we went to like mass and shit back when we first started dating. And I don't think he is anymore. Like he certainly doesn't, ever since his daughter died, he does not engage with religion whatsoever. There's no top or bottom. Yeah, literally. Again, thank you for the follow.
I'm glad you don't have kids. Me too. I can't handle them.
Same. Also, I can't afford
handle
them.
Yeah, they're so expensive, and I would be constantly freaked out that I was going to do something horribly wrong.
I also don't like them.
Yeah, there's that too.
I don't want them touching my dolls. These are mine. Thank you.
I just don't really have that like maternal instinct.
Same.
Except when it comes to Mercury.
Six Flags, here I come, please. Do you guys have an abortion ban in North Carolina? If things were different, you would 3 minimum, 5 maximum. Jesus. Literally, Axel. No, for real though. Like, when I've had like parties at my house and shit, and people bring their kids and they come into this fucking room and they want to touch my shit, it's real fucking uncomfortable. Because trust and believe, child, you are not touching my dolls.
I'd have one child and I'd raise them as a social experiment.
I thought you were going to say you'd raise them as a socialist.
Raise them as a socialist.
A woke socialist baby.
I see somebody.
Oh shit.
Damn it. I realized there was a window right here. That's a locker, Sable.
Do my cats specify dolls? No. Not at all. My dog doesn't either. They would learn real quick not to mess with my fucking dog.
Yeah.
What transforming their Urs right now? Where did she go? Oh, she is.
My spear went like through his elbow.
Hi, look at my lips. My mother is 1 of 8. My father is 1 of 18.
Ew.
Girl, 18? Wait, from the same vagina?
My
Is
mom
your
was 1
grandma
of 8.
okay?
But that seemed like enough to me. From the crazy stories I heard from my mom being 1 of 8, I was like, that's already too much.
If you have 8 children, that means you've spent a decade of your life being pregnant.
Literally. Oh, I was falling when I did that. Hi.
Your mom is 1 of 1. Praying for your grandma's coochie.
Here we go.
Your grandfather was not a good person. Oh, okay, so were these different from different women, I'm assuming? Has to be, right? I'm trying to imagine one woman giving birth to fucking 18 children.
I feel like I can't sneak up on anybody on this map.
Same. Ooh. Seven, half, 11, full. 11 is still a lot to come out of one hoo-ha.
One's nearly done.
Also, imagine the hospital bills. I feel like it was cheaper back then, though. It must have been.
Yeah,
Pull out
housing
game
was
a
cheaper, births were cheaper.
I think now it costs, what, like $30,000 to have a baby?
Yeah,
or
something crazy
in
like
America?
that.
I remember we were talking to Hazlands about that. He was like, wait, you guys have to pay to have babies? Like,
Yeah.
Diva. You don't live in fucking Canada. He's just super poor. Well, he's from Canada. In Canada, like we were talking about in I was listening to this podcast. It was a podcast, it might have been a YouTube video, where she was talking about a book by Colleen Hoover. And in the book, the main character gets hit by a car, and then she has, like, one of the main problems is, like, she has a lot of debt because she got hit by a car. And the girl who was doing the video, like, didn't understand. She was like, I forgot that this book takes place in the dystopian hellscape called America, where if you get hit by a car, you have to pay for it.
Yeah, you get hit by a car, you're in medical debt for the rest of your life. How will we do it here?
You do it on the kitchen table. You would give birth on the kitchen table. Who have given birth on their kitchen table right now? You talking about the ambulance one? What? What? I was just talking about how Canadians don't understand why in America you have to pay if you get hit by a car. Because in Canada, if you get hit by a car, you go to the doctor, and then that's it. You know, it's like, okay, great, you went to the doctor. You figured out a way to do it at home. You still have to do like, there's still like after birth treatments you have to do though. Like you can't just give birth when you're in your tub and then like be like, all right, we're good. Like you have to like take the baby to the doctor and make sure like it's not gonna die. And you still have to like deliver the fucking placenta and all that shit and like make sure, you know, go to the doctor, make sure you're not gonna die. Dolphins do it? Well, you know, if it's good enough for dolphins, you know what? It's good enough for me too. You're right.
Oh my god, these loops are so annoying. Like, I'm chasing this fucking Jane just around a hay bale, but I can't make any distance on her.
You're learning the bane of every ranged killer's existence, which is like a large rock or a bale of hay. The fact that we're down to one general and one person's dead is insane.
Literally.
We've been like consistently eating them up this match. They need to adjust the gen speed thing because it's kind of ridiculous. It's like you have to be downing one person like every second to keep up with the crazy gen speed buff they get. Which like, I will, listen, if they want me to just play Wraith every match, I will. I'm not afraid. How did that not hit him? I think somebody in this game is hacking. That's the second time I've seen a hatchet hit somebody and they didn't take damage.
Where did she... What? Huh?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I just pulled a Sable against that, like, fence, against those, like, barrels. And then when I pulled her in and broke the chain, she physically disappeared. There are no scratch marks.
I told you, I think somebody in this match I think is hacking.
There's no puddles of blood. She just vanished.
Earlier.
Like, I get it that the medic class, they, like, don't leave scratch marks, but they still leave puddles of blood. Like, did somebody else see that? Was somebody else watching my stream and saw that?
Oh, fuck you, Michaela. God, I hate these fucking survivors. I'm playing only Wraith from now on. Like, because this is the type of survivor gameplay we're gonna get.
Yeah.
It's only Wraith. It's only Wraith. It's fucking only Wraith and it's on site. Because it's literally like... They only win because of the fucking extreme, like, gen fucking progress buff because we're doing so well. Like, because they're getting a buff because we're shitting on them, and then they teabag at the fucking gate. Like, fuck off. It's Wraith only tonight, baby.
Yeah, that was very strange that she just, like, disappeared. I don't know, if she just ran a direction I didn't see, but, like, it was very weird.
I'm telling you, I had 2 situations where a hatchet hit somebody and they bled, and it was just, they were just fucking, like, fine. I swear one of them was hacking. And it didn't look like the normal, like, lag. Because, you know, sometimes that happens, like, your hits get validated.
Yeah.
But, like, that's not what it looked like. Time to live up to my stream title, yeah. Or I could go back to Billy and have fun. Because Billy was fun, even though we weren't really, like, getting a lot of kills.
Oh, true.
You think the reason we have so many disorders now is because most of us would have died as babies, like me, lol. You know what, Michael? Fair. Embrace the toxicity. I'm ready. My body is ready. Donald Trump wants to tax himbos for having fine chests. Good thing I'm ugly then.
You said fine chests, not like great chests. It's like, okay.
Hmm. My father's mom was a talk woman. Oh, a tall woman.
Talk woman?
I was like, did she have a talk show? Is your
Some sort
father's
of
mom
talk woman.
like Doris Day?
Ricky Lake?
I was genuinely confused.
I'm selling turkey legs and boba. Who wants
Selling
some?
cookies. I think you'd serve better if you had a fine chest. We'll go get one. A woman that can speak for herself. I know.
Imogen Heath?
With boba, me too, actually. The problem is I drink it instantly. Any sort of like iced beverage, I will drink instantly. I will drink the whole thing in one gulp. Love those balls for real. Well, they shouldn't make them taste so good if they want me to gulp them down. We aren't dwarves or gnomes, but we're a bit small for human size. What? What are you talking?
I agree.
I don't know what that means, Michael, but hope you're okay. Talking about 5'6" dudes. Is that short? I feel like that's fairly average, isn't it? Isn't average like 5'7" or 5'8"?
I don't know. I'm 5'5" and people treat me like I'm a freak.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? People walk up to me and they treat me like I'm like 3 feet tall.
If you're straight, 5'6" is bad. I will say I have seen there's a lot of discourse on the internet with straight women and the height of men, and I don't understand it like at all. I don't get it.
It's weird that it continues to translate into like gays as well.
Gay people are blessed if they're short.
I don't know about that. Once again, people would still treat me like I'm a freak.
They got auto-modded because of feet. It auto-modded the word feet.
I don't have a problem being short, but like I've had plenty of dates where people treat me like I'm a circus sideshow. And I don't understand it. Like, some people are very caught up on height.
Oh, please. That's so funny. Short guys keep their looks longer. Yeah, I do
How
think
can I
tall
keep them
people
longer
die
if I'm
sooner.
short?
Well, like,
Doesn't
tall
make any
people die
sense.
sooner, I think. You think you're dating a guy. How do you not know?
Are you going steady? Did you ask him if you're going steady? Maybe at this like tropical archipelago, I should put this giant toxic waste ride.
You think we're just fuck buddies? Do you have like romantic feelings? Guess I'm dying soon. Already 30, feeling like 60. That's so relatable. Kind of developing them. I mean, this is how it happens.
In the middle of this like this theme park that's like in like a tropical archipelago, I just put this giant ride that looks like a huge like toxic waste dump.
I love that.
I think it's festive.
You're
I think it
also
says
really attracted to
something.
women. If you ask me, bi doesn't exist. I feel like I'm surrounded by bisexuals. Can't get away from them.
Did somebody say bi doesn't exist?
Axel said
Oh.
bi doesn't exist. Well, because Michael said he's dating a guy, but he's really attracted to women.
That sounds crazy. And
Please. Like you don't watch Gay Prawn? I mean, maybe you should try it. I don't know. I feel like that's a safe way to kind of like figure out, you know.
yeah.
I mean, if you're literally fucking a guy, then you must be in some way into it. You're just not into it. You've written it. Okay.
This is more complex than I thought it would be.
What a normal conversation to have with your brother. I don't know if me and my brother have ever had a normal conversation.
But what's important is you're having a conversation.
Ah, I guess.
I don't know. I don't talk to my brother really.
Wait, really? Why?
No, we just don't really have anything in common. We never have.
Oh. Well, I
trying
don't
to-
talk to my other brother.
I'm trying to
Me-
talk to
me
him
and Michael
more
really
now.
don't talk to her.
I
We have
I
another
said
brother
hi
that
to him
neither
on
of us talk
FaceTime
to.
like 2 weeks ago. So I was talking to my sister, and that's when he told me that his wife is pregnant, so I'm going to be an uncle. So that's cool.
That's nice. Your friends is my brother. Yeah, Michael 777AC is he's one of my brothers. I have
Yeah.
two brothers. My other brother we don't really talk to. You talked to Jay when he came over here. Yeah, he went to Maryland to see our parents, but I wasn't there because I live in New York. So
Me and my brother have a somewhat, I don't know. There's always been like a weird, like, he wasn't always super like nice and cool to be around to me.
that's fair.
Like as recent as when I was in college, I like the last real memory I have like seeing my brother was that like he came home for like Christmas one year because he had like skipped out on Christmas for like a couple years in a row, and then we were just like standing in the background. He was just like, "You need to stop mooching off of mom and dad." I'm like, "I'm actively a full-time college student and I have a job."
That's awkward.
And I was like, I'm gonna remember this and I'm not gonna let it go.
I'm gonna hold this grudge for decades.
Because it just pissed me off because I'm like, you're the one that dropped out of college after using like dad's college hours. So I don't know why you're getting onto me. You're the one that flopped, Diva. No, we're better now. I still just don't talk to him that often, but like I didn't talk to him for years, really.
You're closer to That's fair. I mean, I feel like me and Michael have always talked, but we live far away. Like I live in New York. Michael lives in Maryland with my parents, and then our other brother lives in Colorado. So it's like none of us live near each other. And our other brother is like fully like in his 50s. So like by the time me and Michael were like born, he was already like an adult. Like, you know what I mean? So like, we
Oh
didn't really
yeah,
have a close,
one of my
like,
friends had like
childhood
a
relationship.
situation like that where it's like he and his sister were like, I don't know, maybe like 2 or 3 years apart, and then like they had a baby brother that was like, when we were in middle school, his mom gave birth to his little brother. So it was so weird because it's such a huge age gap. So it's like he's literally like, he became an adult when his little brother was like in like elementary school.
Yeah. Siblings are 14 and 12 years older than you. Yeah. You live to go up there, but if you leave your parents, they'll die. Yeah. No, I definitely get that sense. Literally every time I call my parents, it's like, it's truly, I feel
I'm
bad.
terrified.
I feel bad that I'm not there, but I'm also like, am I playing Cookie Clicker? Yeah, because the queue times are like 10 to 15 minutes, so I'm clicking cookies.
I'm so nervous about going home for Christmas or seeing my family for Christmas, just because I'm like, my parents are gonna seem so old.
Yeah, it's definitely sad when you've been gone for a while and you come back and your parents are like elderly. You thought this was part of DVD? Well, I'm glad you don't have to deal with this bullshit. I feel bad though, because it's like I feel bad that I'm not there to help. Because it's like my mom is just like, our father has always taken care of her, and like all of the practical things he's always taken care of. So now that he's like older and sick and like can't do anything, she truly can't. Like, it's like she gets a letter from the gas company that says you have to do this thing or we're gonna turn off your gas, and she freaks the fuck out. And it's like, it's not that complicated. You just call them. It's like,
yeah,
you call the gas company and you say, hey, come do the thing you need to do. Like, it's not like, it's not a big, like, things that aren't a big deal, like she freaks the fuck out over, because she's like, her entire life she's never had to deal with those kinds of things. Like,
yeah, like she never had
stuff.
to open that envelope before. Like,
literally,
she never saw the contents.
When she was just trying to get car insurance, I feel like I had 18 different phone conversations with her about car insurance, and I'm like, it's really not that complicated. You call the places, you get some quotes, you pick the cheap one. Like, that's literally all you do. Like, it's not like rocket science. Like, they're all offering you basically the same thing. She has a mental breakdown and you have to be her psychological counselor. Yeah, well, that's the other thing. Like, she won't like go to therapy. And it's like, my dad's dying, right? Like, so it's like she's basically dealing with, like, she's like pre-grieving her husband. And it's like she definitely needs some sort of professional help with that, because she has like no coping skills to deal with the fact that like her husband's dying. Therapy is $1 billion. That's not true. My therapy's like, I think my therapy's like, I pay like $75 for a session. Like, we can't afford it. Yeah, it is expensive, but like it's worth it if you have a good therapist. I don't go like every single fucking day. I go like once a month or something.
But I mean, like, we shouldn't, like, if somebody needs therapy, they should have access to it. Like,
yeah, I think if somebody
way.
needs physical or mental health care,
Yeah.
they should have access to it. A controversial belief.
Controversial.
I think having a health care should be a base thing that people are allowed to get for free. It's not like we're the only fucking like fucking what do you call it? Like, oh my god, what the fuck do you call it? Like, developed nation? We're like
Who was
only
it that called
developed
us
nation.
underdeveloped?
Oh, I think it was the UK. It was either the UK or Australia.
It was some country in the UK referred to
literally
America
other countries are referring to America's underdeveloped nation. Literally. Because our fucking ideas about like healthcare and
because we don't have access to like
so backwards.
Basic needs.
It's crazy. Your friend lives in Slovakia. Isn't that where Melania's from? Is she from Slovakia?
I don't know. Melania Nation, speak up. Let us know. See scratches.
Oh. We don't meet the criteria for being a developed first world nation anymore. That doesn't surprise me. We don't have like the healthcare that we should, considering our wealth. Like considering we're like the fucking, we have like the biggest economy in the world and shit like that.
Well, considering like the quality, like the quality of medical care that is in America, but we don't have access to as like everyday citizens, that's crazy.
Yeah.
The fact that it's there, we just can't use it.
We're literally the richest country in the world. Like, literally. We have like double China's GDP right now, which is crazy.
That's always so fun to do.
Yeah.
Here, I'll get her.
Ooh.
Got you through the smoke, bitch.
You're trying to beat this in literally everything. I mean, honestly, they probably will with Trump in charge. Since he wants to step back, like... How does she have a glyph? This Ada has a glyph.
I mean, you can still do challenges.
Oh, right.
What are you doing? Yeah, I'm tunneling, Vittorio. Get into it, diva. Your teammates did this to you.
You're eating a steak burrito from a food truck that was only $2, but it's like £3. Oh. Is it good? Pretty bussin'.
No cap.
Yeah, I always wait for survivors to finish a glyph. Why not?
Yeah,
It's not like
same.
it costs me anything. I'm still gonna hit them once it's done.
Work.
The brother that we have met before, or is he a different one?
New brother.
What do you mean?
This is a fresh brother.
What do you mean, though? Michael has been coming to my chat since, like, the day I started streaming. I don't know that my other brother has ever been to the stream. I don't think he knows. I mean, he knows that I do this because I remember he tried content creation for a bit and, like, I think he kind of gave up. Like, I remember at one point my mom was telling me that, like, he had a YouTube channel and he could use my advice. And I was like, well, I don't really talk to him, so...
What if he was
my
literally
advice.
doing what you're doing, like started a doll channel?
That would be funny.
Leave this 8 alone.
The one we told to near his balls. Yeah, that's Michael. I give younger brother energy. You don't seem like you have off older brother energy. Well, I'm the youngest of three, so yeah. You would be correct. I'm the fucking young one.
Oh, please, that went through her. I'm gonna chase that killer shack with a pallet up, though. Damn it! I was gonna come interrupt this one.
Chat with Phil from my brother? Well, my brother's like maybe dating a man, so I don't know. Is he still straight at that point? Do straight men date each other? Didn't realize he's gay. No, he's not gay. Building that pallet right in front of my salad and then stunning me with it. What did you miss? Chat's trying to figure out if you're gay or straight because those are the only options according to them.
You gay, bro?
You gay, bro? It's like you have to keep their socks on.
Oh, come on.
It would really help women. Whoa, where the fuck did she go? The fact that you can do this is actually fucking bullshit. Like, that's utter bullshit. Like, it literally doesn't let the killer break the pallet if they just spam vault it like that. That should be considered a fucking exploit, honestly.
Running to that exit. There's two people over here at least.
You'll get doxxed, yeah. My brother's here, yeah. My brother's always here. You guys just don't know who he is.
How does she throw the pallet after she gets hooked? Can you do that?
No, she's just lagging.
Oh. That's so annoying. This happened multiple times.
It's just the server lag, that's all. It's not supposed to be. Fuck all the way off. I'm about to just become a slugging huntress, honestly. A slugging bleed out huntress. That's what these survivors are pushing me to. They're making me do it. Gay werewolves. We love gay werewolves. Werewolves love gay, and gay loves werewolves. Truly a match made in gay werewolf heaven.
I still feel like it was a good match. It's hard to gauge these matches because like you feel like you're doing well, but then all of a sudden they slam 4 gens and
It's just the
it's
catch-up
endgame
mechanic
time.
is insane.
Yeah.
It's so strong.
It's crazy.
It's literally like the only way you can succeed as killer is if you just slug everybody. Or if they just don't do gens. Like those are your 2 options really. Actually, let me try. I haven't tried Spirit yet. Let's give her a try. I'm not really a Spirit.
Oh, they
player,
thanked you
but-
for letting them get the glyph.
Aw. You're welcome.
Hey, ready up and go get more coffee.
Can Survivor queue? Can Survivors queue with you as killer? No. I wish. That would make the killer games happen a lot faster if we could just fill a fucking lobby with 10 people and do like a kill your friend situation. But no, I fear not. I fear not. And wear matching outfits, please. Not matching outfits. It says ready up to queue with survivors. I think it just means like you'll be matched with survivors. I don't think it means like to add survivors to your party. Yeah, you could try joining. I don't think it's gonna let you. Oh my god, not my 15 billion cookies. The more milk I have. Wait, what's the fuck is milk? Wait, what? The milk? What's the milk? How do I get more milk? Does anyone know? Were dogs and werewolves. Michael, have you ever watched True Blood? Did you ever watch that show with the Werepanthers? Do you remember the Werepanthers? They smear the shit on Jason to try to turn him into a werepanther. Because they're all on meth and they don't know how werepanthers work. That was one of my favorite plots they ever did in True Blood because it was so stupid. It doesn't, I suppose, make sense to allow farming. Yeah, but other games allow it. Like Killer Clowns from Outer Space lets you queue with your friends and you can still do quests and stuff. Jason was a himbo before himbo was a thing. Yeah. Well, no, that's not necessarily true. I think the term himbo, my first recollection of hearing it was in the show Seinfeld. I think Seinfeld invented the term himbo. I'm like 99% sure. Because that was kind of Larry David's thing. Like Larry David would like come up with a dumb term and then they would make a Seinfeld episode about it. That's pretty much his entire creative process. Pimples are twice as efficient. Find a way to promote my brother's book. Ray, I can just send it to you. The problem with my brother's book is that it's going to, because my brother punishes because he publishes books under his real name. If he starts like being like, "Hey, I'm Dalthais' brother, and this is my book," it's literally going to dox both of us.
Come up with a fun like pen name, pseudonym.
I can send it to you. I can send it to you though, Ray. Like my mods are fine. I think half of my mods probably know my address at this point, but like I don't want to just like post like
Okay. Let us begin.
here's my brother's book. I mean, honestly, at the end of the day, it's like it's not the end of the world if people find out my last name. It's just not an ideal situation.
Yeah, we want to minimize swatting as much as possible.
Wait, you have a third book published?
Ooh.
I didn't even know this. Here, I'm gonna send it to. Where's
Well, this is weird.
I'll put it in my mod chat so my mods can see it if they want to.
Oh, what happened?
What happened?
Did your game go down?
No.
I was doing my blood web and then it like froze in between blood webs and said that there was like an error with updating my blood web, and then it kicked me out to like the place where you have to like, it just shows the Dead by Daylight logo and you have to click to get into the main menu, and they like do the shaders and everything.
Oh, that's weird.
It's like when the servers go down, they kick you back to that screen.
There we go. I sent it in my mod
Come
chat
on.
for any of my mods who want my
To
brother's books.
re-queue.
I invite Deer and I queue with her instead.
Galaxy and Liliana and Sword Pirates all want to be my friend on Stream Slay. Okay, now I'm ready up. You say you added Deer?
No, I'm just joking.
Oh.
I said I invite Deer and I queue with her
Oh.
instead. I think it's
You
crazy that I
wish.
still have not played. Like, we have not played DBD with Deer at all.
Well, you
I'm
haven't.
gonna con her into playing a game. People are gonna find out who you are regardless of how hard you hide. Well, yeah. That's just how it works. But it's just like, it's annoying when you're a smaller streamer and like homophobic people try to like dox you and swat you and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I know streamers who average like 20 viewers who have been swatted.
I know people with less that have been swatted just because people like hate drag queens.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it's so scary because like it varies in severity. Like Elix has gotten swatted multiple times, and each time has been extremely like violent and scary and like traumatizing, because the police force over there is so gung-ho about responding to stuff like that with like extreme like aggression.
That's crazy.
That
That people hate drag kings. The drag kings don't exist.
Yeah, no, I don't exist for most people like that. But like for some people, like
Does it bother you that you haven't been swatted?
a little bit. I do feel left out. I don't get the same type of hate as drag queens do, because well, sometimes people don't know the difference and they just call me a drag queen, and it's like, okay,
Yeah.
sure. Like when people come in here and they say, you know, you're not a real woman, right? And I'm like, right, okay. Yeah, you're so right, bestie. But yeah, like Caricature got swatted, and but what happened with her was just like, it was just like two police officers came and like politely knocked on the door and was just like, we got a call and it sounded really ridiculous, and so we're not, you know, we're here because we, you know, obviously need to check on it, but like I don't think that's happening.
Yeah, well, the thing about police, I mean, like, people love to do the whole, like, ACAB thing and whatnot, but it's like, in reality, there are a lot of local police officers that aren't, like, actively looking to brutality you all the time. Like, the police in my area are, like, mostly really chill.
I mean, that's just the thing, is
I've only
it's
ever
such a,
heard of, like,
on
one
a,
case of a police officer doing something.
it's like such a,
inappropriate in my entire city.
whatever force by force basis, like county by county.
Literally, yeah, because they all operate differently.
Yeah.
But, like, in smaller towns, like, I feel like it's a mixed bag.
Well, see, for me, it's like big cities, because like Elix lives in a big major city, and like they are the ones that were like, busting down the door, screaming screaming at everybody, waving guns around,
Yeah.
like that kind of crazy shit.
I feel like that's kind of how the cops are in Baltimore.
And I think Kara was living in like a small town, and the
Yeah.
police were just like, we don't think y'all have like a huge hostage situation happening here.
Yeah. God, I am clicking the cookies so hard, though. Who up clicking the cookies right now? Supplement workers outside my apartment building. The church across the street, and a big ass fight broke out.
It's an ass fight.
I love an ass fight.
Is that like in Dead or Alive Extreme where they do like the booty bumping on the pool
Oh
float?
my god, that's what we should be playing in between matches. Dead or Alive Extreme.
I wish I
please.
want them to make a Dead or Alive Extreme that's multiplayer. I would
would
lose
be
my
great.
fucking mind.
Like an online version.
Yes, like an online modern like Dead or Alive Extreme, but like multiplayer. So we can be playing like volleyball and booty bump and like all that kind of shit together.
I miss those days when like every fucking every video game was just like hot big titty ladies jumping around.
Yeah.
Like whatever happened to that?
Woke.
Whoa. Please. $200 plus K. Is that a lot? I don't know how much a lot is for fan fiction. I don't know fan fiction statistics.
Don't be a statistic.
Well, maybe you want to be a statistic. Michael, have you ever tried just like publishing a book like regularly? Like have you ever sent a book to like a manuscript to like a publishing company and being like, hey, do you want to publish this? Because I know you've self-published these 3 books. I missed the Marvel swimsuit annuals. I picked up by Tapas. Oh, that's nice. I don't know what tapas is. I
Tapas,
thought that
like
was food.
you know, like Spanish tapas, like the small plates.
That's what I was thinking too. Gonna read it during Christmas. You deleted your Wattpad account? Aww. You got to nurse spirit. I love that for you. And agents are the only way to get a book published. Oh, really? Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, I did not know that. I was not aware. I have to be. I'll be right back. I'm back. There's a small grocery store near me that sells like pumpkin milk. And it's truly gross for anything except for lattes, but it's like perfect for lattes. And I'm wondering if it's all going to be on sale now that like pumpkin season's over.
What do you mean?
Well, it's
pumpkin
like
season's over. Like,
well, for like a grocery
Thanksgiving
store,
is like still in full swing, and that's huge pumpkin season.
Next week, though. Like a small grocery store, they try to clear out a lot of that shit like right as it's like, you know, it's like it's Christmas time, bitch. They're about to have fucking peppermint milk. You know what I mean?
Hate Christmas.
And I deleted that was back in 2019, like 5 years ago. Luckily, all the notes and storyboards are still saved to my Google Drive. Well, that's good. Wait, why do you hate Christmas?
Ugh, I just hate the aesthetics of Christmas. It's so ugly.
So make it look cunt. My God.
That's not my job.
Well, it could be. Get on the phone with Mariah Carey right now and tell her to fix it. That's what you have to do, obviously. Pumpkin season's in full force. I don't know. Whenever I go to this grocery store, it's like a lot of the stuff goes on sale really quickly because it's a small, it's like we're talking like you walk in and like there's a little room. It's like a smaller than a convenience. It's smaller than the 7-Eleven up the street. Like it's just a tiny little grocery store that specializes in like vegan products. So a lot of times it's like I'll go in like the day of Halloween and they'll have all the Halloween candy like on sale super cheap. Hi, Gavin. I love Christmas. Sorry about it. I will not apologize.
I need to find some niche to like write shitty novels about so I can make big bucks on it.
I gotta say, having recently read multiple Colleen Hoover novels, I think anyone can publish a novel traditionally. Because she's not only is she published, she's extremely successful. Like makes millions of dollars off of her wild books. Anal roaches. Oh. Soma Cruz? Who the fuck is Soma Cruz?
Like that skin for Simon.
Who the fuck is Simon?
Not Simon. Which Castlevania character we have this time? Not Jonathan. That's Richard of Ruin.
Oh, he's the little anime guy?
Yeah. Dang.
But make it Warrior Cats instead. Oh my god, no, you know what you need to write? You need to write Omegaverse Handmaid's Tale fanfiction.
Oh my god.
The Omegaverse Handmaid's Tale is, I mean, we gotta get in there. We gotta get to it. I'm telling you right now, there's a market for that.
Market that scares me.
It's called a skeet.
Like, we need to write about how Serena Joy actually discovered a new scientific breakthrough that allows men to get pregnant, and so she gets the commander pregnant.
Yeah. Exactly. I feel like I'm thriving in Cookie Clicker, by the way. I mean, profits are through the roof. Alright, I'm ready to be crunchy on Spirit.
You know, I think I've
I just
only
feel
ever
like
played Spirit one time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I played her a lot, but it's just, I don't like her. She's probably my least favorite killer in the entire game. You got an ad, so you missed it. You missed what? What did you miss?
Yeah, anytime you're like, especially monetizing anything related to somebody else's like intellectual property, you got to be real careful with that, or else suddenly you're going to get sued and you're going to have to pay all the money you made. And if you spent that money, then
A fanfiction you wrote, that's your $50.
I'm gonna need to enable naughty stuff on Blue Sky using the web browser.
Yeah. The red, white, and the royal blue is originally Harry Styles' Obama. I did not know that, but that does not surprise me.
I don't see, where is the option? Moderation? Oh, moderation.
Yeah, I feel like Patreons and stuff like that is a lot of times how fanfiction authors make a lot of money.
Okay, here we go. Are you here?
Yeah.
Oh, you were shifting.
Well, yes. I'm shifting right now.
Hi, Becca.
Oh my god. Her ears. See, the thing about Spirit is that it's truly a contest to see who can hear better. Like, you were the survivor. That's why I don't like her.
I keep wanting to ping this Rebecca.
There she is.
Oh, I miss. See, the thing is, I think, honestly, I could probably be a good writer if I focused on it. I write well, and I think I have...
I hate writing.
I think I have, like, a good, like, sense of humor when I write as well. Like, I could probably do,
I feel
like, a writing job.
To me, it's the same as streaming, right? It's like so many people are like, I'd be a great writer. I have so many good ideas. And it's like, all right, dude, then fucking write a book. Like, what do you mean?
The thing is, I don't have the great ideas. I just have, like, proficient skill.
Oh, well then.
Like, I'm good at actually writing. Like,
you just write, like, I don't know, refrigerator manuals and shit.
exactly. Or like, what were you talking about? Like, writing copy or whatever it is.
Yeah. I mean, one of my friends does that. She's done it, like, her whole life.
Sometimes I love just pointing my gun at people and making them run into, like, rocks and walls.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I don't even have to, like, shoot. Just the threat of shooting makes them, like, run around in circles.
Dude, that's a classic mechanic of the Death Slanger. Classic Slanger situation. Hey girl, what are you doing up here?
Not this Lara.
They always get caught in these like massive dead zones on these corn maps.
I can't see with all this fucking corn.
Oh yeah, the hardest part about any sort of shooting character. Still over here? Where'd she go? Where'd she?
Ah, I thought I could shoot that. There we go.
Oh, I just realized chasing medics as Spirit is virtually impossible.
Oh yeah, you can't see their scratch marks.
That's rough. That actually makes Spirit way weaker in this game mode than I expected it to be.
There can only be like a couple medics though, right?
There can be as many as 4.
Oh shit.
So half the team could have no scratch marks if they choose. Obviously they don't know it's gonna be a Spirit, but still it's like medic's just a strong build in general, so
I don't know, there were plenty of times where I was like the only medic on the team.
yeah. That's not the
I think it
case
doesn't
here.
excite people.
You can tell by the lack of scratch marks on multiple people I've chased that it's been a pretty popular pick with this team.
Oh my God, I thought Wink Bagel just posted their fucking phone number for a second. Oh my God.
Though. But what if they did though? The balls, the bravery.
Yeah, get that Lara. Fuck her. She shook her head at me. I'm very sensitive and liberal. I feel like I can't even like joke about this stuff anymore because like it's just getting serious, you know?
It's crazy that we didn't kill anyone. Like, I see now why all these killers are fucking tunneling and camping.
Yeah, you kind of have to
just
tunnel out survivors or else like you just don't kill people.
Yeah, with the catch-up mechanic that they have, like, you literally have to tunnel them. Because you can't have like there like 8 people getting this fucking catch-up mechanic.
Oh, come on, I can see him through the corn.
Not the corn. Going upstairs. I catch the nippleless cage.
Not the nippleless cage.
Hi, JC. I think also what's happening is like a lot of the like sort of more casual DBG players have dipped at this point, and we're just getting like,
Yeah.
it's only sweaty killers and sweaty survivors, and that's the entire demographic of who's playing right now.
For real though. I mean, like, it's not even like we're just doing poorly in matches like this. It's
No, we got so many hooks.
It's
like,
purely because, like,
hooks.
if you spread out your hooks, you just, there are too many hook states in the game.
Well, there's also, they just get too much of the speed. Like, the speed boost
Yeah.
of the gens is ridiculous. It's like, it doesn't need to be that fast. Because it's not like every time you kill somebody, they get a speed boost. It's like, oh, you've got 5 hooks, they get a speed boost.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
It's just,
Time to get
it is
toxic.
just wild, because, like, we could get 8 hooks, but that just means everybody's on first hook.
Literally, but then they have like a double time speed boost.
Literally. It's
Because we got so many
wild.
hooks. They should only get the speed boost when people actually die. Like, I don't understand why.
It is also
they're just giving
very
it out
hard to
for free.
target and, like, tunnel people because you don't know where they get hooked.
That's true. I mean,
You can only
doesn't bother
kind of
me. It's just
guess about like where you can even go to try to like tunnel out somebody.
like, yeah.
Because the only time we really make progress in this mode is if we can get people actually out
Yeah.
early on, and that's extremely hard to do.
Burn it down, Diva. Maybe we should just do tunneling out the ugliest survivor.
Well, see, it's hard to say because like it's hard to find them. Like we can't even see like A, I can only see 4 people before we start. B, it's like I feel like I don't even see half the survivors in a match.
I'm still changing my title to tunneling the ugliest survivor.
Because I'm actually going to be doing that. I'm going to be doing.
Well, we're doing it right now.
Okay.
Buckle up. I can't wait to end up in somebody's toxic Twitch streamer video.
I want everybody to know this is my idea, by the way.
Yeah, and we're doing
I have to claim my good idea.
living this new era. Anybody else? Tunneling the ugliest survivor. Slug everyone if they bled out. Love that. Are we being unkind? I'm trying to be. I feel like I could be more unkind.
I don't think
though.
anybody's being kind to me. But why should I be kind
Literally.
back?
Just got tunneled and killed off Huck. Good. Good. I'm glad. I'm kind of slaying Cookie Clicker though.
It's laying
I already-
Parkitect.
842 more billion cookies. And then what happens? I'm not sure. I think I can like prestige level. I've never played this game long enough to know what happens. Wait, what happened? Does this ascending? Does that like a restart the? Is it like prestiging or no? Does anyone know? What do you do in Cookie Clicker? You make cookies. Look at this. We're producing 15 million cookies per second. It's a prestige. Oh, okay. Okay, good. Okay, good.
Need a coaster.
A coaster?
Yeah, like a
To
roller
eat?
coaster.
No, not to eat tech. We're doing it to build Cookie Empire. Like a toddler with an iPad, literally. Literally, though. This is why I was considering playing that League of Legends Nunu game. Say no, like it's absurd to eat cookies. It is absurd. We're building cookie empires here at Baggett's Bakery. I should just observe. You are. Also, how are you, Tak? How are you doing? Tak, how tall are you? We were talking about height earlier. Can you get a cookie with a bussy coin? Probably not. How tall am I? I'm about 5'11", 6 feet-ish. 5'11" to 6 feet-ish. You have a feeling we're the same height, huh? It's such a wild feeling to have. You're 5'10". You accidentally left a 10-minute voice message. To whom? To whomst? You're 5'8" if you stand up straight. Oh, okay. So you're like average height. Pretty tall. Is 5'8" pretty tall? I feel like pretty tall is like 6'3".
I think like 5'8", 5'9" is like average height. I think that's where like most people fall.
The tall younger brother. Is that bad? I guess what's on the inside that counts. I agree.
What, like
Unless
their
you're looking at, like,
liver?
science facts. Yeah, your liver. How tall is your liver? What if we just watched entire episodes of the X-Files in between matches? Wait, but what if we did though?
Oh, I did my YouTube copyright tool.
Oh,
I
how'd that
aced
go?
the test. So they said, so you do know how copyright works.
I love that it's a trap.
I wish it was a trap. I was kind of expecting it to be. I thought it was going to be like, if you fail all the questions, they go, oh, well, you see, you just didn't know what you were doing. But like, I got all 7 questions right the first time. I thought they would be like, wow, okay, so you do know what you're doing.
Yeah, so you do know that you're breaking the law. Got it.
So no, it just means that like my warning will expire in like January.
Give me your DNA.
Oh.
Ooh. Is he gonna clone you? What's he gonna do with all that DNA?
Is he sure? Is he sure that he wants it?
I mean, if I know anything about gay men on the internet, they're depraved. Or can we listen to Model Land? Yeah, we can listen to Model Land.
Can you?
I need you to understand I listened to Model Land twice today.
Good.
I need this book to arrive so I can read it.
You got yours on eBay, right? I was looking at the Amazon listing, and it's
I
from
found
like a
it on
weird
eBay for,
third-party seller.
$6.
So I was kind of iffy about it just because the first image is a completely different book, and then all the other images are Model Land. So I was like, is this Model Land? It says Model Land. Or are they going to give me this weird other book?
Like, why is it so good?
Tyra's a visionary.
She's ahead of her time, really. Is this a new killer? Yeah. The new killer's Tyra Banks.
Yeah, the
Yeah, this is a Tyra Banks song. Can you survive Model Land?
love it.
god. She just doesn't quit. We're listening to Model Land. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Much me have to go to copyright school now for listening to Model Land. You want to lip sync to that? I know. Could you imagine like a drag race lip sync to that?
I've considered it. I've considered.
Oh, I think it would be a
doing
good one for like a digital drag
yeah.
show. What would you do though? Well, we have to read the book. We'll
Yeah,
read
I need
the
to
book
know
and then
the-
you can
yeah.
do you can do a digital drag show based on the book Model Land, which nobody has read except it will just be us. We will have to live with that unholy knowledge on our own.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Well, like my next digital drag number, most people viewing it will not understand what's happening.
Yeah, but I think our chats will understand.
Our chats will understand it. But then when I do my Model Land lip sync, it'll be like me, you, and Lady Lay will be the only people who understand.
Did Lady Lay read it?
Lady Lay knew who Tookie was and knew how to say the name correctly. I don't know if Lady's actually read it though, because I think Lady knows it from they did like a promo challenge on an all-star season of America's Next Top Model where they had to like promote Model Land or something.
Right, we're gonna have to watch that at some point.
We need to watch. Yeah, we have to watch the tie-in episode. It will be a must. Good night, Akuma.
Good night, Akuma. Can you survive Model Land, Model Land?
Like, I think I remember
Just
seeing
finish
a YouTube comment that said that it sounded like their like sink like drain was screaming at them.
That's literally what it sounds like, though. Also, we haven't watched it yet, Tack. We haven't watched the new episodes yet. So no spoilers.
I haven't seen the new season.
I have a good idea of what's coming, though, to be honest. I have a theory about what's going to happen.
People buying my merch, my souvenir shop goods.
My souvenir shop?
Well, you can get an absurdly large sombrero, an absurdly large cowboy hat, a sun visor, a regular sombrero, a tricorn, a pirate hat, a ball cap, sunglasses, a spooky
I thought you were gonna say
pumpkin,
a
a medieval
ball
cap,
gag.
a cool watermelon, or a spooky top hat, or a festive top hat, or a snowman head.
Yeah.
Like, you can limit them so
buying
that it
video
matches the
game.
theming of your park, but I kind of love, like, this tropical archipelago island.
I thought you were talking about in real, like your actual merch
Please,
store.
no.
And I was like, that's so many items. I can't even be bothered to put like a t-shirt on my merch store.
I'm not selling absurdly large cowboy hats and with like
I mean, I wish you
my
were.
face on them.
I wish you fucking would. I would die. I might sob. I guess we'll find out. If I'm capable of crying. What is that?
No, I already
supposed to
completed
mean?
all the goals for this park.
I literally cried for like an hour yesterday just because like just from life. When I'm gonna watch it probably tomorrow. I'm always dying. What if I lived instead? Well, I feel like the nature of life is that you are always living and dying at the same time.
Morgan McMichael's living for the lip sync.
Like, you can't be living without dying, and you can't be dying without living. And you can't be dead without ever having been alive, and you can't be alive without ever having been dead. You know what I mean? These two things have to, like, coexist, or else neither of them can exist.
I feel like I'm the
It's like
only
good and
person that
evil.
has actually seen some of these WoW Presents YouTube shows. Like, I don't think anybody else watched the Santino Rice vegan cooking show where he cooked shirtless.
I certainly would not want to watch that.
I watched it. He only got like 2 episodes, I think.
And I'm vegan.
Like, I don't think anybody else was watching Morgan McMichael's Living for the Lip Sync, but I did.
Why?
I don't know.
Sick freak behavior.
Are you able to change your killer at this point?
I don't think so.
No, you can't. Okay.
Otherwise,
Like,
we
if
could
you just see
bring
that there's
two
like,
Death
oh, there's only
Slayers.
one medic. So you would have been fine in this lobby. We got fucking 3 mechanics though. Love that. Kind of living for my new stream like design though. Makes me very happy.
That's good. I can't remember the last time I was happy. Why are you still awake? I don't know. Model Land versus possibly in Michigan. Oh my god.
Oh my god, somebody pointed out that like Lady Gaga's Disease music video is basically just like what's it called? It's like unedited footage of a bear or whatever. What is that Adult Swim thing?
Oh, it is. Yeah, no, I remember thinking that.
And it's like, then I went and rewatched it, and I was like, oh my god, yeah, this is like the same vibes.
Yeah.
What a crazy reference. I was like, no wonder I like it so much.
Yeah, I know. I've done that, Vanessa. I've done that many a time. No, we're just going against Jen rushing fucking mechanics.
Four chicks in green, they're looking at me, they're running for their life. Their beauty is in strife.
I read a quick review. Like, I started reading a review of Model Land, and it was just crazy. It basically, the review was every single page introduces new characters and new plot lines, and they're all confusing. And I was like, I can't fucking wait.
I can't wait.
The fact that Possibly in Michigan is winning so aggressively over Model Land is wild. Possibly in Michigan. How is Model Land not a viral TikTok sound effect?
I don't know. I mean, it's been around for a long time, so maybe they just haven't discovered it.
Maybe I'm gonna start using it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna have to start making TikToks. I'm gonna make a bunch of TikToks of just Survivor gameplay and put Model Land over it. It was winning completely before more people voted. You bitch. You bitch. You slut. You whore. Prostitution whore.
Prostitution horses.
I think about that all the time. You know she's in House of Villains, right?
Oh, she is. Work.
Yeah, she's in there with Candy Muse and fucking Tiffany New York Pollard. It's wild. Those 3 people in a room together is something I never imagined I'd witness.
Yeah.
Possibly in Michigan. You were watching earlier. Have you been watching House of Villains? I was thinking about potentially watching it like on the alt channel or for the watch parties or something, but it's the release schedule is weird because like they'll release an episode on regular TV and then like it doesn't come on streaming until like a couple days later. A prawnster. You can't even get verified on what? You shouldn't get verified on. Quit getting verified right now. You don't want to get verified on anything? I think it's not that hard to get verified on website.
Oh.
Love that.
Great. Fantastic. So glad we waited in queue for that.
Same.
Well, back to Parkitect.
Maybe Maryland ID is just really bad. I don't know. I'm not sure. We got 50 billion cookies. That's so many cookies.
Tifas, what are you doing in that swan boat? What the fuck? Get out of there.
Lives. What do you mean?
Oh my god, they just collided with another swan boat. You're not supposed to go in that way. That's the exit. God. My god. They're ramming their swan boats together.
I feel like we're ramming their swan boats together right now. One of Virginia's licenses are literally unable to scan. I remember when I moved to Maryland, when I moved to New York from Maryland, they had to call the Maryland DMV to make sure my license was real because, like, Maryland's licenses are so dumb that other states can't tell if they're real or not.
Oh my god, it was so annoying because Texas used to have like licenses that were like vertical. And so it was like to indicate like if you were a certain age at a glance. So like I had like a vertical license, but it was still good for like years and years and years. But every time I would use it, people would think it was fake. And I'm like, no, I'm from Texas. What are fucking licenses look like?
Yeah, no, I had this. So in Maryland, when you get your driver's license, you get like a provisional license for like years. I think it's like a couple of years. They leave you as a provisional like license holder. But Maryland's driving laws are so strict that like a provisional license in Maryland is basically just a real license in other states. So I remember like when Saber moved up here, I literally had to fight a woman at the DMV for her because she had a provisional license, and I had to explain to them like that's a license, and they were like, no, it's not, it's a provisional license, it's not a real license. And I was like, no, but like it is though. Like in Maryland you have to have a provisional license for literally years.
So
and
annoying.
She didn't understand. Maryland's such a dumb state.
It's like trying to like explain to people when like I moved to when I moved to Washington, me and my partner were both moving, and I was moving states, so we had to get like updated licenses because we both were changing addresses, and so we had like, you know, like a temporary license, the paper license. So we had like our previous licenses that they like hole punched to be like, these aren't real, but you know, it shows that this is what your license was. And we have this paper license that is a fully legitimate government document. And we were just at like a fucking Applebee's just trying to get dinner. And
that's how Maryland was too. They would give you like a license, but then like a paper that says like, this is a license.
Yeah. Well, it's just until your license comes in the so fucking mail. And it's like, I remember our waiter like being like, oh, I don't know about that. Cause we were just like, yeah, just seat us at the bar. Cause it was open. And then, cause we weren't even sure if we were going to order alcohol, but like, they were like, do you want to sit at the bar? And I was like, sure. And the manager came out and was like, holding out things that they're like, these aren't legitimate like licenses. You can't use this for alcohol. And I'm like, I was literally Googling it, and I was like, yeah, in the state of Washington, this is a, in every sense, valid ID.
Yeah.
But he was
people just don't
freaking out and he was
fucking-
making a huge deal.
They don't understand, like, because most states don't do crazy shit like that. But Maryland was the same, though.
Like, we were in Washington where that was happening. It's like, I don't understand how you just don't understand how this works. And he made such a big deal and like moved us out of the section, out of the bar section. Because you can't be sitting here if you don't have a license.
That's crazy. The way I'm clicking.
I wrote a scathing review because I was like, this man like embarrassed us by like making a big deal about like
being humiliated though.
he was ridiculous. It doesn't know how fucking licensing works and IDs.
I'm up not knowing how licensing works right now. Just use auto clickers for cookie clickers. That feels like cheating. I can manually click. My fingers work. To put on Judge Judy. What if we watched Mary Hartman in between matches? The way I've actually wanted to revisit Mary Hartman, though.
Me too.
Just do it. One's in the chat if we should watch Mary Hartman between matches, too, so if you're not sure. Damn, you all want fucking Mary Hartman. Do I have my I do have it. I can't remember if I gave my external drive to Sable or not. Illegal trans. We're starting from the beginning.
I'm gonna miss out on it all.
I can just stream it in Discord if you
Yeah, but then my stream's just gonna get the audio. Also, I'm on YouTube, warning jail.
I'm just gonna turn off YouTube.
True. It's not like anybody's watching there.
Literally.
I look at YouTube. I look at the 0 viewers.
It's like at most I'll get 1 or 2 viewers on YouTube, and it's like Naki. It's like somebody from my Twitch chat that's been banned on Twitch for some reason. Oh, starting from the beginning is perfect. Yeah, well, we have to. There's so many people here that don't understand what the fuck we're going to be talking about. We could just start. There's Mary Hartman alone is already so confusing. Imagine starting like in the middle.
My God.
Mary Hartman, Mary Hartman.
It's just people on my channel are just gonna be confused as to like what they're hearing.
Are you not going to show it?
I have to like set up an entire new window capture. I could.
I mean, you've got plenty of time. Nothing's stopping you.
Let me just finish
I
the
gotta
scenario on
remember
Park
What
Attacks.
did I used to do? What did I used to watch it through? Just this regular DVD player? DVD. Is this how I used to watch it? Oh, that music. One's in the chat if you've never seen this show. I just want to know. Does anyone here have no idea what this show is? This is what our country needs right now. January 5th, 1976.
I'm gonna share it.
Yeah, I'm gonna share it. The fact that this show aired every single day is truly
That's
wild.
crazy.
Imagine having to produce an episode of television daily. Would it be too distracting to keep in the corner during matches? just purely stream Mary Hartman. Just say fuck it to the actual.
Oh my god.
game
Oh my
at this
god.
point. Go.
Mary Hartman! Mary Hartman!
Imagine if we did a meet and greet and all of chat showed up. That would be wild. Yeah, this is the very first episode of Mary Hartman. This is the pilot. I could probably actually. I forgot the aspect ratio of this show is like old maidenly.
To each other,
Yeah, as it should be.
you in jail and me on crutches.
We'll be back with more of our story tomorrow.
Oh, that Joan. She is so wonderful.
Something I can bear to
No matter
watch.
what happens to her, she's just so marvelous. I love her.
I wonder how come her hair is always in place. Have you ever noticed there's never one strand out of line?
How do you like the floor? See that glow?
See that boom mic?
Do you mean the waxy yellow buildup?
What do you mean?
Have a good night, Michael.
It can't be a waxy yellow buildup. Read the can.
Mary, you're looking at a waxy yellow buildup.
No, I'm not. I am looking at a label that says that can't be.
Mary, I am your sister. And I'm telling you, it's not a waxy buildup there. It's a waxy buildup there.
So
You know, these
unnerving.
people, I mean, they turn out about 1 million cans a week. I mean, who am I supposed to listen to? You?
Waxy yellow buildup.
It is a little yellow, isn't it?
It's a little yellow,
That's not
isn't
what's really
it?
bothering you, is it?
Catherine, I wonder what all those sirens are. You think someone got murdered on the next block?
I don't think there's subtitles.
It's Tom. Come on, Mary. How are things between you and Tom?
They're fine. 4 sirens.
Would you never mind the sirens? Tell me, what about your marriage?
Tell me, what about your marriage?
The way she's looking at her, insane.
Mm-hmm.
The show's so crazy.
I love this show.
Look, Kathy.
I put it on my tiny
there
TV
really
on
is something
stream.
that I have to talk to you about.
Oh,
Lord,
great.
you're not going to believe what happened.
Why is it getting
I
so
had a shape
choppy?
pooped and I only came from
I
next
just
door.
I fucked it up.
I
It's
can't be
fine.
sorry to
I
barge
fixed
in.
it.
What happened?
Okay.
There was a mass murder on the next block.
You mean
I need to fucking.
Somebody told you before me.
Why does this look sapphic?
Oh, come on, Loretta.
It's not yet.
Terrible joke.
Who's
Yeah,
that
not
from
yet.
Mary Jane Street? Mary
Not
Jane?
until the
wait a
bisexuals come to
minute.
town and
Mary
turn
Jane
everyone
was supposed to-
bisexual.
No, no, Mary
Well,
Jane's across town. Mary Jane.
Whatever. Anyway, the point is, I was rehearsing some tunes from a nightclub act when all of a sudden Joyce Cutler comes over pounding on my door. Well, she's pregnant, you know, and I thought it was her time.
She's only 6 months pregnant.
No, I wasn't. She said to me, and I remember her very words just like it was 5 minutes ago, which it was. She said,
Which it
"Loretta,
was.
You want some sugar in there?
no."
I remember
She
like it
said,
was 5
"Loretta,
minutes ago, like it
something
was."
terrible happened over on Mary Jane Street.
Mary Jean.
Mary June.
Oh, whatever. Anyway, she says, "You know that new family over there, the Lombardis?" And I said, "Well, no, I hadn't met them yet." She says, "Well, you should have met them while you had the chance, because they're gone. Somebody just shot them."
Oh
Whole
my
family?
god.
All 5 of them plus
The
2
whole
goats and 8
family?
chickens.
I can't believe
I
it.
can't believe it.
What kind of a madman
What
would
kind
shoot
of
2 goats
madman?
and 8 chickens? And the people,
And the people.
of course.
The people, of course.
Gives me the shivers.
Hey, you want some fresh coffee?
Oh, the game started. Oh
No,
my god,
you-
the game started. Oh my god, we're playing a game of Dead by Daylight.
We played the game of Dead by Daylight.
Oh my god, where's the sound? There it is. Please. My game's frozen gorgeously. We gorgeously wait for the game to unfreeze. There we go. Jesus. Alright, time to play Huntress toxically. Because that's the only way. Oh, wait. There we go. Fixed it. You give a fuck about DVD. What about Mary Hartman? I know.
What about the people?
Literally same. Unfortunately, I'm now more invested in Mary Hartman than DVD.
Like, I've been wanting to restart Mary Hartman so bad.
Same.
I thought we were gonna do it for Watch Party. We gotta make that money. We gotta put this behind a paywall.
Well, we've got nothing to do here, so.
True.
This is a sneak peek of what you get at the watch party. Cannot
Okay, you got
believe
her.
I got her with that mind game. You're waiting for the serial killer arc. The serial killer arc's the first arc. It's truly like the first. That's literally what they're talking about.
Like, so Lombardi's just got murdered.
I'm up here. Shit. There's just no one is saving you. God, I wish you were in our game. We never get those games.
No.
It's literally like first hook and 4 gens are done. And every survivor knows how to loop. Like literally like I haven't gotten a single like flop ass survivor in a while. This is why like people are like, oh, there's no matchmaking. It's like, no, there definitely is. Because we wait 30 minutes to get the best
Literally.
survivors every single time. I'm posting TikTok in particular because I get banned on TikTok all the time, and I don't have a good algorithm on TikTok, so like, what the fuck's the point? TikTok fucking sucks. I literally can't.
Shot between them somehow.
It's like they're managing to like loop you without getting in my line of sight ever. Which is crazy. Because it's like you're literally chasing them towards me and then somehow they break line of sight with me while they loop you.
That's wild.
I literally can't catch anyone.
Kidding me?
I can't catch a single person in this fucking match.
Somebody got a
Like,
flashlight.
no matter where I go, they're always on the other side of the map.
Oh my God, he was
chased
just
one person.
injured.
Okay. Here we go. Somebody that's not looking behind them. Finally. Finally, somebody I can tunnel. And she is wearing an ugly jacket, so...
You see, like, I don't even have time to judge people's fucking outfits in this amount of time. Like, I don't have time to look anybody in the eye. Oh my god.
No, they're about to finish the last gen. Because they also have a crazy speed boost, I'm sure. Why I need to only play Wraith. I keep being like, let me play Huntress, that seems fun. Instant regret that decision.
Oh my god, I had 4 of them on this gen. And they were doing a different gen. Oh, come on.
They need to, across the board, make everything take longer as a survivor. Like, literally everything needs to take longer, because this is absolutely ridiculous. Like, they designed this game mode as if it's just gonna be a bunch of, like, bad survivors that don't actually do anything. And that is not what these games are. You get, like, 2 full teams of fucking survivors that are all on gens all the time.
Literally.
With a super fucking gen speed boost. Like, unless you literally just tunnel and camp, it's, like, virtually impossible.
My god. I miss old Deathslinger where you could just like aim down sights and shoot instantly.
Yeah. That was really when they ruined Deathslinger, like, as a killer. Truthfully.
God, how many people are here? Oh, come on. Sorry. Nice. I got her.
I slugged 2 people during that, so they're probably both gonna...
Well, that's just it. The matchmaking's not very tight in Survivor because there's so many players. I mean, there's like so few players that like they'll just instantly get you matched up with whoever.
Fuck off.
How does that miss? She's cheating. How are you this fast?
No, I literally feel the same every time I'm chasing somebody. I'm like, you must be hacking. Unless you are playing Deathslinger, who is canonically slow.
I don't know. Sometimes I'm like running around like a basic like tree.
No way! How did that
somehow
hatchet
she's,
go
like,
over his head?
maintaining,
what the
like,
fuck?
distance.
Literally, like, I threw a hatchet at his head and it didn't hit him.
That's
I hate
wild.
this game. This game is not even fucking fun anymore because it's just so, like, they get so many speed boosts. It's crazy. They don't need like 20 times gen progression. Like a solid survivor would be able to get out of this game mode easily with just regular gen speed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's the craziest thing about this game mode is that it's like they've scaled it down as if you literally have never played the game. Like they expect all survivors to have never played Survivor before. Because like there's nothing you can do as killer. If you do well, you get punished. And if you don't do well, all the gens are done in 5 seconds because there's 8 survivors.
Like it's
there's
it's
literally no way to succeed.
to like disrupt everyone doing gens at once, no matter who you play.
Literally, like even playing Wraith, which I think is the strongest killer, probably the strongest killer in this game, but I would assume because he's really like uncounterable. It's like I can't be on every single gen at the same time. There's fucking 8 of them. Even if I'm downing them like super fucking fast, it doesn't matter. What is up with this lag? Back to Mary. We could also go to like Survivor games if you wanted to.
I don't care. I mean, I have more fun with killer. Survivor's just kind of whatever.
Same. Yeah, I feel the same. Okay, great. Back to Mary.
You said Joyce Cutler told you this, right? Wasn't she the one who saw the flying saucers in the Safeway parking lot?
See, I thought those sirens were fire engines. What are you taking this?
Nothing.
All right.
Are you kidding us? We're ambulances.
If those people were murdered, why would they need ambulances?
Men are so annoying and
Lord, honey,
gross.
what you think they's gonna take them away in a pickup truck? Oh, I'm sorry, ain't that awful?
Oh, it's
Oh, I should
all
end my. I'm gonna end my
Just
YouTube
awful.
stream. Bye, YouTube.
Oh yeah,
I
by
wonder if I should
YouTube.